Welcome to Rob and Tony's Cinematic Adventure. I'm Rob Wilson.
And I am Tony the Quano.
So, Tony, you know what is coming up in just a few days?
June 29th?
Yes, June 29th is coming up in just a few days from the time that we're recording this. But you know what's coming up just a few days after that?
July 1st.
Yes, July 1st. You are correct again. But yeah, how about 3 days after that?
Oh, July 4th.
Yes, July 4th, or the 4th of July, as we like to say it here in America.
For those uninitiated.
Yes. AKA Independence Day.
Independence Day. Oh, wait, we did that movie,
Yes,
didn't
we did. Yes, we did. We did that one a couple years ago. That Roland Emmerich classic.
Yes.
And last year, our 4th of July movie that we did was another Roland Emmerich movie, The Patriot.
Yes. That was a fun one to talk about.
This year.
Nothing like watching Mel Gibson murder a bunch of Brits with his sons.
Yep. But anyway, so this year, let's take a break from Emmerich.
Okay.
This year, folks.
I don't feel like doing 2012 or the day after tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, we could do Stargate, but, you know, we'll save that one for later.
There's other directors that we can do that are it's similar style.
Yeah. So we're going to do, since 4th of July falls on a Saturday this year, right between two Wednesdays.
That's right. Yes.
We're actually spreading the love for this Independence Day, for this July 4th. And we're going to do two movies that represent this fine holiday.
One with many explosions,
and
the other to really get that more patriotic fervor.
And it also has quite a few,
die.
And it also has quite a few explosions, but not as many as the one that we're talking about today. The one we're talking about today is directed by the man who probably holds the Guinness World Record for the most explosions in his movies.
Probably. I mean, I would think he's up there if he's not. Not sure he would not be. Who would number one be?
I don't know. But that director is Michael Bay. So we're going to be talking about a Michael Bay movie today. What Michael Bay movie are we going to talk about?
We are going to go to his 1998 asteroid classic, Armageddon.
Wait, I thought we were talking about Deep Impact. I watched the wrong movie.
I told you, not the Ron Jeremy one.
Oh, sorry.
But yes, there is also a non-Ron Jeremy movie called Deep Impact.
The one with Morgan Freeman.
Yes. That came out months apart from each other in 1998.
Yep. Wait, the two Deep Impacts or Deep Impact and Armageddon?
Well, maybe all three. I don't. But no, the Morgan Freeman movie and the Michael Bay movie.
Okay. Yes, so we are talking about Armageddon today. I did not watch the wrong movie. I watched Armageddon.
But it's appropriate too because there's world celebrations like an Independence Day.
Yeah, there is.
The whole world is united.
Yes.
Hoping.
Yes.
To
and
be free.
They're trying to blow something up in space. They're trying to nuke.
Yes.
An astronomical, like an object in space. And yeah, just like an Independence Day.
Yes. Mm-hmm. This one, they don't try to implant the asteroid, the virus.
They just try to implant the asteroid with a nuke.
But there are a lot of similarities between Independence Day too. Besides the obvious space and the world.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
never thought about that. They fly up into space and try to implant an object into another object that happens to be in space.
That is on a mission to destroy the Earth.
One of them,
whether it was a planned mission or just random happenstance, that it just happened to be flying through space at that space and time and that trajectory.
The one movie has Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith flying into space. This is Ben Affleck and Bruce Willis flying into space.
Yes. Yes. It has John McClane and the worst Daredevil we've had.
I was going to say Good Will Hunting's friend.
Okay, that too.
No, this also has a bunch of other people, but they're both large ensemble cast.
Mm-hmm.
This one sends more people into space than that one. We don't know. There might be pieces of Randy Quaid that get ejected into space when he flies up.
I would not be surprised.
Beam.
I would not be surprised. That was a pretty violent explosion.
Yes. So we don't know. But I mean, anyway, it's a loud summer movie with lots of explosions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A lot of dumb dialogue. Huge cast.
A lot of great dialogue too, though.
It's great dumb dialogue.
Great dumb dialogue.
Does the movie always make sense? No. Who cares?
There's animal crackers.
There are animal crackers in this movie. They share screen time with Liv Tyler.
Yes.
We get an Aerosmith song.
Mm-hmm.
That's the theme.
Yes.
And the funny thing is, it's.
Now the question is,
we talked about Men in Black last week, right, as a song, but that song, I think people really liked. This Aerosmith song was all over the radio, but I don't know if people really liked it.
Oh, people loved it. People loved this song.
Did they? Or were they just ironically liking this song?
Some people love the song unironically. Most people love the song very ironically.
The question is, where does Alanis Morissette fall on that line?
Well, she didn't mention this song in her song, so she probably didn't like it because it was too ironic for her.
As much as Aerosmith was great in the 70s, having them do the theme song for this movie, just because Liv Tyler was in it.
Is that why they did it? Because she was in it, or were they attached before she was?
I really always wanted to know the answer to that question right there.
Did Liv Tyler get the part because Aerosmith was attached to it, or did Aerosmith get attached to it because Liv Tyler already had the part?
Hey, Michael Bay's like, hey, Liv.
Your dad's a rock star, right?
Father for me?
You know what would be great? If we could get your dad and his band to write a song for us. And because we cast his daughter in it, we don't have to pay him. Save some money for explosions.
And then we tell him what the song is going to be about. How I'm going to use it. He'll be like, yes!
It's going to be about his daughter getting busy with Ben Affleck.
Hey, spoiler.
Or not. Maybe it's Steve Buscemi.
Anyway, this movie is so much fun.
Yes, it is. This movie is so much fun. Did you see
big,
it?
It's
Yeah.
loud. It's dumb at times, but it's fun.
Yeah, it is. Did you see it in the theater?
I did see this in the theater. Yes,
I did not.
I saw it with our good friend Tim Robinson.
Of course you
It was
did.
probably about a month after it came out. It's like, hey, yeah, we should see Armageddon. And like, I guess I remember seeing the TV spots. We're like, okay, let's go. And he would not stop quoting Steve Buscemi. I think Steve Buscemi's character is probably one of his favorite movie characters of all time.
I mean, it's a good character. Rockhound is a good character.
So, yes. And so, yeah, I watched it the one time in theaters, again, like I said, about a month after it was released. And then I got it on VHS after it came out. And I watched a bunch. And I was watching it again recently. And I was thinking, when is the last time I really watched this? Because there's scenes in this that I kind of remember, but then like how visceral they could be not long after 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
So like did I watch this much post 9/11? I don't remember because I remember almost every detail of this movie.
Yeah.
So like I would want to say that it has not been 25 years since I've seen this movie.
No, it's definitely hasn't been 25 years since I've seen this movie. I've watched it, several times over the years, but I did not see it in the theater. I had the chance to see it in the theater, but I passed on that. Some
Did
friends
you see
of mine,
wrongfully accused instead?
No, I didn't see. I have seen that movie. I didn't see it in the theater, but I did see that one on
Was it
video.
Sphere? It was Sphere, wasn't it?
No, but again, I have seen that one, but it wasn't at the theater. So I didn't see a movie when my friends went to see Armageddon. I passed on going to that so I could go to the swimming pool.
Okay. Was Liv Tyler at the swimming pool?
Unfortunately, no.
It's funny. This movie is like it's almost an exclusively male cast.
Yeah.
Except for like Liv Tyler and two of the ladies, I guess.
Yeah, because there's the pilot.
Well, there's a few more, I guess. Actually, they kind of have small little roles, but
Or the co-pilot. We got, Jessica Steen also is in here. Playing the co-pilot of one of the shuttles. But yeah, no, I ended up seeing it a couple of years later. I don't remember if it was on TV or on DVD or on, what were those things called? VHS tapes?
yeah.
From
VHS.
back in the day that, those relics of the 1900s.
Yeah. I'm just looking though, like this the cast. Oh,
This is a great cast.
Billy Bob. We've alluded to
such a
several
solid
already.
cast.
So I'm just gonna read off as Wikipedia has it right now for at least like the first 15, 20 names of this, right? Bruce Willis. We haven't had Bruce Willis movie in a while. It's good to get back to a Bruce Willis movie.
I mean, we did just do one not too long ago.
What was the last one we did?
Let's see. We did. I guess it has been a little while. It's been a few months.
We did Pulp Fiction back in the fall.
Was that the last one that we did?
Then we did Lucky Number 11 around the
Lucky
same
Number
time.
11.
But that was right before Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, because Pulp Fiction was our 100th episode. Yeah, so
What?
It has been. Yeah. I could have sworn we had done a Bruce Willis movie since Pulp Fiction, but I guess not.
Well, that's how it goes.
Oh, okay.
But so yeah, Bruce Willis, like you said, we love Bruce Willis.
Yes, we do. That's why I'm surprised we didn't do one between now and Pulp Fiction.
Right, which is why it feels like this should have been something in there. Billy Bob Thornton, Ben Affleck, Liv Tyler, William Fichtner.
Yes, William Fichtner, who he's always great when he shows up. He's never like a lead.
Yes.
He's always a supporting character or
And
even just a cameo.
it almost always felt like you never realized he was going to be in the movie, but he's one of those names you know, and then like you don't know he's going to be in the movie, and you watch the movie, and then like, oh, William Fichtner's in this, awesome.
Yeah. He's one of those people that if William Fichtner's in the movie, you know it's at least a decent movie.
Yes. One of my very favorite character actors, Will Patton.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Will Patton is awesome.
And he's particularly great in this.
Yes, he is.
Steve Buscemi's in this, as we talked about. Owen Wilson's in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of before he was like really famous. Michael Clark Duncan.
Michael Clark Duncan.
He's
John Coffey. So
before he was
John
Coffey.
Before we go on to the next names, did you know that so Michael Clark Duncan, of course, got hugely famous after Green Mile, playing John Coffey. And so everybody was referring to him as the big black guy in Green Mile.
Yeah, right.
And so when I heard this, I think he said it in an interview one time that I was watching, but if he's walking down the street, he would always carry $1 bills on him. He'd always carry singles on him, because if he walked down the street and somebody would recognize him and call him by his name instead of, you're the guy from Green Mile. Like if they actually knew his name, he'd give him $1.
I like it.
Anyway, continue with your cast list.
Ken Campbell, Clark Brawley.
Ken Campbell.
You mentioned
Ken Campbell from The Ladies' Man.
That's right. I forgot he was in The Ladies' Man. I forgot about that. Also a Second City alum.
Yeah.
Clark Brawley, who I will get to later. Jessica Steen, as he kind of mentioned. Peter Stormare, who we kind of mentioned last week, was going to be in this movie.
Yeah, who I think is in the running for most movies that we've talked about, or that we'll end up talking about. I mean, because he's always
got to be.
Because
I know we haven't done Fargo yet. We haven't done Jurassic Park 2.
Yeah.
But he's been in a lot of movies we've done.
And he's one of those people that you never really think of when you're thinking of the movie. You don't really think of him being in it until you watch it and you're like, hey, yeah, that's right, he's in it.
He's personally one of my favorite characters in the movie.
Mine too.
So we'll definitely get to him.
Mm-hmm.
Keith David's in the movie. You automatically know, even if he doesn't start out seeming like an asshole, he'll end up being an asshole in the end.
Yep. Every time.
And he plays it really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Ellis. Jason Isaacs. He was in our last year's 4th of July movie.
Last year's 4th of July movie, The Patriot. In
one of his few roles where he is not like the villain.
No, but he is a member of the military.
Yes. Marshall Teague, Grayson McCouch, Gray Collins, John Mahan, Grace Zabriskie. We also have Judith Hoag in this movie, and Udo Kier, and there's just two more I want to hit.
Wait.
There's one more.
Wait. Are you telling me that April O'Neil is in this movie?
Yes, she is.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
April O'Neil is in this movie. Where are the turtles?
I don't know.
Where are the Ninja Turtles? Why is April in a movie and they're not?
It's a good question. It is a very, very good question. And then there's three more. One of them I want to save, but there's two that have a brief cameo in this movie. And if you'd almost think at the beginning of this movie, they might have sizable roles in this movie because
I think I know the one
it's a disaster movie. But we've got Eddie Griffin in this movie.
Yes. Yes.
And then we have Mr. Cooper,
Yes.
Mark Curry.
Mark Curry. And yeah, I definitely know who you're wanting to save now. And I mean, those people that are with Mark Curry in this movie, I don't know why they're upset. Because, I mean, they're hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Like, they're hanging with Mr. Cooper. They're literally doing what he's known for.
Yeah. Yeah.
You hang with him.
Yeah.
This is a traffic jam. But I love the size of the cast. It's just so great. It's like it's appropriately disaster movie level cast.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just do get these well-known actors that they show up for like a 3-minute scene and they have like 5 lines.
Yeah. If that. They're there for like a day of filming. And then they move on to their other projects.
A day, like 3 hours of filming.
Long enough to enjoy the craft service table.
Exactly. And it's funny, like this is actually like at the like that's why it feels like it's appropriate for like Mark Curry to be in this, right? Because like this was released like just after Hanging with Mr. Cooper like went off air. Like he's actually like he's done a bunch of episodes for different shows. Like he's done a lot of kind of more of like stuff where he gets to play himself, like Hollywood Squares.
Mm-hmm.
Things of that type of level. So he's done a good job putting himself in there. But like, I used to think in the '90s, I had like they were different types of actors.
Wait,
obviously,
you had a crush on Mark Curry in the '90s?
No. But like I thought about in terms, of like black actors. They had like Will Smith, and like Mark Curry. They had like these big sitcoms, right?
I used to watch Hanging with Mr. Cooper all the time.
Yes. People forget about Hanging with Mr. Cooper. People still talk about like Fresh Prince today. Fine, that's good. I get it. But Hanging with Mr. Cooper was a fun show too.
It was. It was.
We're not going to talk about the Cosby Show.
No, that's got
kind of a little bit earlier than
those
movies. I mean, not those movies, those shows anyway.
I mean, the Cosby Show
80s series
was great when it was on.
It was great when it was on.
Then, with all the everything that's gone on since then, it has a huge taint on it now.
Whenever I would eat Jell-O, or especially Jell-O pudding, be like, hey, Bill Cosby.
Yeah,
and then
not so great anymore.
Anyhow, enough about him.
Yeah,
but this such a fun movie. Like again, like Bruce Willis, like it's an action-oriented Bruce Willis movie that's not about killing a bunch of terrorists.
Yeah.
The terrorist is an asteroid.
Yeah. Yes, the violence is against a rock in space.
Yes.
A big rock in space.
Not the rock.
No.
Like
the
previous Michael Bay movie we have covered. Otherwise, we'd have Sean Connery, Nicolas Cage on this asteroid.
Yes. There is no Alcatraz on this asteroid.
No. There is no... I mean, there are like kind of like all-terrain type vehicles. There's a Humvee in the rock. So you have some similar vehicles in these two movies. We don't have a nerve agent attached to a missile.
But we do have... It's not so much a missile, but it is an explosive device.
Yes, we do. So, but I always enjoy watching this, and it's been a while, and it was fun to watch it again.
Yeah.
So I am looking forward to talking about it.
Me too. So let's get into it.
Let's do it.
As always, spoiler alert, we're going to be talking about this entire movie, beginning, middle, and end. So if you have not seen it and you don't want to be spoiled, pause the podcast, watch the movie, and come back and listen. If you have seen it or you just don't mind being spoiled, keep on listening. we are going to be spoiling every bit of this movie, just like the fact that the Aerosmith song is about Liv Tyler and Ben Affleck.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Or at least their characters.
Well, before we get to any of that, though, we have another movie that opens up in space.
Yes, we have another movie that opens up in space, and I completely forgot about this voiceover.
Yes, me too.
I completely forgot about that this was there, and I heard it, and I got so excited.
Why did you get excited?
Because it's a surprise appearance by Charlton Heston.
Yes.
Or at least his voice.
His voice. He provides the opening narration.
Oh.
It took us how long to get to Charlton Heston movie?
Yeah.
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years to talk about True Lies.
Here we've had 2 in the span of weeks.
Yeah. That was 3 episodes ago, or 4 episodes ago, that we talked about True Lies. A month ago. Two Charlton Heston appearances in a month.
Yep. And again, like, what a perfect use for Charlton Heston. He doesn't have to show up in the movie. He just provides the narration.
Yeah.
And it's just the opening narration. There's not narration throughout the movie where he's talking.
He's in like a minute and a half of the movie.
Yes. He's just saying, we're looking at Earth. He's like, this is Earth, the time of the dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like, lush and fertile planet. And it's like a piece of rock just 6 miles wide changed all that.
How
and
did
then
it
we
change it?
see this asteroid or this meteor crash.
How did it change it? Is he going to explain how it changed it? How it changed the world?
Does he really? No, he just shows it. He
does, though. He does explain it, though.
Let's see if we can find the exact.
Because he's talking about the rock falling from space.
Oh no, it does. He does
6
say
miles wide.
Yes.
And how it.
Yeah, he says it hit with the force of 10,000 nuclear weapons. 1 trillion tons of dirt and rock hurtled into the atmosphere, creating a suffocating blanket of dust.
That's how it changed it.
The sun was powerless to penetrate for 1,000 years. Wow. Right? And we're kind of seeing, like, this big fireball just continue to develop around, or it's not just a ball, like a fire cloud.
Yeah.
Right? 'Cause, the cloud he's describing around the Earth as it's rotating. And then it's just like, it happened before. It will happen again.
And when Charlton Heston tells you something that something will happen again, you better believe him.
Yes, you better believe him. And then Armageddon, just the title card just comes out from the Earth, like this fiery rock.
Yeah.
Right? I just love how, like, all of a sudden, like, how dramatic the titling is at this point.
Yeah.
It's like, and then we stay in space and we meet some astronauts. And there's this one astronaut, and he's doing some repairs on the outside of, like, this shuttle module. And he's kind of nervous about what he's doing. He's
fixing a satellite, basically.
Yeah. And he's talking with Houston, Mission Control. And Billy Bob Thornton is the leader of Mission Control in Houston, the Space Center, Kennedy Space Center, right? And he's just telling him, hey, you gotta calm down just a little bit. Your heart's really, really racing. Like, I need you to calm down. You got this. It's okay.
Kennedy Space Center is in Florida.
Johnson Space Center.
Johnson Space Center is Houston. Yeah.
Thank you.
But
And Billy Bob, his name is Dan Truman. Which it gets weird when they call him Truman because like you do have the Johnson Space Center, you have the Kennedy Space Center, and then they're saying, "Hey, Truman, I want to talk with you." Like,
yeah, yeah, you got three presidents there. Good thing nobody's named Lincoln in this movie.
it's pretty weird. He's like, uh,
Well,
Truman dropped a bomb, dropped two bombs on the country.
And I don't know, maybe the astronaut that's working on the satellite's name is Lincoln. I don't know, but
it's not going to matter very soon.
It would be an appropriate name. I'm just gonna say that right now before we get into what goes on in space here.
And so, but all of a sudden, there's like this interference, and then this astronaut that's outside of the shuttle, something like hits him, right? And does it hit his visor first?
No, it hits his sleeve.
Hit him in the suit first.
Hits him in the suit.
That's right, yes.
And it, punctures a hole in the suit. I think it's in his sleeve. So, he's scrambling around trying to get back to the shuttle, before his suit completely decompresses
and meanwhile, like the mission control, like they can't quite tell what's happening, right? They can just see like there's just chaos going on.
And then more rocks start coming in and they start destroying the satellite.
Yep.
And so he's really scrambling now.
Yep.
And the
then
shuttle crew is trying to get him in.
The shuttle.
And then in all this struggling to get him back inside, another small rock comes flying in and hits him in his visor.
That's right. That's when it happened. That's when the visor comes in.
Yeah. And it just shatters his space helmet.
This is a lot like Superman 2.
It is. It is a lot like Superman 2.
But yeah, and then those rocks keep coming, and they just start pelting the shuttle.
Yeah.
And again, like Truman and the rest of the mission control, they're trying to figure out, they're trying to make contact and what's going on, right? And then the shuttle just explodes. Right?
Shuttle explodes. Not even 5 minutes into the movie, and we've already got 2 big explosions.
Yes, we do. And the Houston Control Center, they're stunned, right? And then Truman's like, "You got roll back the footage," right? And they kind of see what happens, right? And they still they don't fully understand what's happened, right? And so we cut, right? We've had space, we've had Houston. We're going to cut to the Brooklyn Bridge. Eddie Griffin is driving over the Brooklyn Bridge with his dog. And it's a summer day.
Well, he's...
Right?
Was he on a bike?
He's on the bike, yes. And he gets to the sidewalk. If he was on his
bike or if he was walking.
And he was coming from Brooklyn over to Manhattan, right?
His tiny dog.
And so,
by the way,
it's a tiny dog. And you gotta remember, this is 1998, right? So there's cell phones, but you can't use them to really watch anything. You can't watch the news on your phone.
No.
Right? So this is a time when a lot of storefronts or stores might have TVs in the windows that the news go on.
Yeah.
Right? And so he stops by one of these things.
Like a mini Times Square.
They're talking about the shuttle explosion for obvious reasons. That would be big news.
Yeah, because it's huge news.
So, meanwhile, while he's there, there's this Pacific Islander guy that is selling inflatable Godzillas and other little robot toys.
Yep, I love it.
And then, so the dog, meanwhile, kind of scurries away from Eddie Griffin for a minute and decides to attack one of these Godzilla inflatables. And the vendor, he's not too happy about it. right? And Eddie Griffin's like getting upset with the guy for yelling at his dog.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "This is my Godzilla." And I love Eddie Griffin's like, "You pineapple eating." And while they're arguing, we cut to this cab. And Mark Curry is in this cab.
Mark Curry is in the cab. He's the cab driver.
And he is talking to these Asian tourists. And it's like, oh, it's like, and so they're talking a little bit. And it cuts back to Eddie Griffin and the vendor. And all of a sudden, you hear this noise coming from the sky. And this big fireball comes down and just splats our Godzilla vendor.
Yes, the Godzilla vendor just gets crushed.
And
spoiler alert for Smallville, just like Lana's parents.
Eddie Griffin gets knocked back, and he's worried about his dog, right? He was still on his leash, right? And they look at it. There's this massive hole in the sidewalk, and you can see Godzilla Vendor's legs.
Somehow this meteor only hit him. Eddie Griffin was standing right next to him.
And the poor little dog, he's just kind of suspended. He's not suspended really, but he's on the leash.
By the way, that Samoan, he's listed as Samoan as his character.
Okay.
He's played by Casey Leomidi.
All right. I mean, I kind of feel bad for the guy.
Yeah, and Mark Curry is Stu the cabbie.
So the dog there, Eddie Griffin's dog, he's just hanging by his leash in this massive hole in the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Right?
Completely unsinged.
Honestly,
it's a Pomeranian, I believe.
And this explosion that kind of caused like this parked car to like flip over and like block the roadway.
Yeah, which even more amazing that Eddie Griffin and his dog both survived this thing. It only hit the Samoan.
Only hit this one dude. I mean, there were other people watching TV. It didn't hit any of them. And it's busy Manhattan day. It still only hit this one guy. But it's now caused a traffic jam. And so Stu the cabbie, he's back there, and they got the tourist lady is like, she's upset. She's like, I want to go shopping.
It's like, too bad you're just gonna have to hang with Mr. Cooper in this cab.
he's like, me too. But this is a traffic jam. It's like, she is from Asia. She should know exactly about traffic jams in cities.
Yes.
It's not like she's from Nebraska.
No. I mean, she might be. You don't know. Maybe she moved to Nebraska from China.
Right? And then but then all of a sudden,
or I guess yeah, she's Japanese, so it would be from Japan.
Yes.
Maybe she moved to Nebraska from Japan.
And all of a sudden, though, we start seeing all these fireballs start pelting Manhattan. And the Stu Cabby's like, we are war! It's like, stop, Hussein's bombing us! But now it is hitting cars, it's hitting people on the street, it's going into other buildings. We see Grand Central Station without anyone doing the waltz.
Yeah.
Just get completely destroyed. It just breaks through the big windows there. There's like 3 different ones. Just goes straight through them.
Good thing they were all done dancing by then.
We see it hit the Chrysler building. We see the top of the Chrysler building topple over. And then we see some dude falling out of it, which is like, oh, wow. Yeah, like I can't imagine watching that like right after 9/11 and being like, yeah, that's it. Anyway, so it just starts destroying sections of Manhattan. Right. And we get this
right here is like 8 minutes into the movie. And how many explosions have we had so far?
Well, like, how can we count them now? We had
Yeah.
two to start the movie.
It's
We had the three. We had the third one that took out Samoan dude.
And then we have all these other chunks of the asteroid, these other meteorites that are coming down and just leveling New York City.
And then, we're cutting between, like, we're seeing the Keith David characters trying to figure out, like, well, okay, like, I need this company, I need this and this and this, I need NORAD and all this, right? When Truman shows up and it's kind of these quick edits back and forth, like, give me the president, blah, 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 right? Right? And then we cut to, like, the satellite. It's a massive type of, actual, like, industrial satellite, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, he looks like he's in his 60s. He's sitting in a lawn chair and he's looking at it. He's like, hey. And his wife comes in and she's upset. It's like, dinner's been on the table for 2 hours. It's like, hey, Dottie, no, I think something's going on up there. It looks like there's like fire in the sky. Like, go get the phone book. I need to talk with these guys. It's like, is there a sign on me that says Dottie slave? And then he just was like, go get my phone book. Get the book.
My little black medical book.
I haven't seen a little black medical book. Well, I had one. Eric Stoltz does not play this guy.
No, he doesn't.
And so, that would be, by the way, this is John Mahon, I believe. Yes, John Mahon plays this guy.
Yeah, Carl.
And Grace Zabriskie plays Dottie. John Mahon would later have a significant role in Zodiac. He did not make a lot of movies. He made a lot of he was in a lot of TV shows, not a lot of movies. He was touched by an angel.
Of course he was. If he wasn't touched by an angel, then he was murdered by Angela Lansbury.
Man, he was in all the best 80s shows. St. Elsewhere, TJ Hooker, Knight Rider, MacGyver, Hill Street Blues, Hooperman, Baywatch, Dallas, Cagney and Lacey. That's a nice set of TV credits.
It is.
He was in the X-Files. So anyway, Truman finally delivers, like, okay, yeah, no, what happened? Like, no, they're, we think it was a meteor hit the asteroid belt, right? And just started sending all these asteroids to the Earth, right? It's like, oh yeah, some were the size of Volkswagens and things like that, But then they realize, they got the satellite imaging of that there's a larger asteroid that is hurtling towards Earth.
It is on a collision course with Earth.
Right? And while they're talking about this, to the president. And then, like, Carl gets back on the line. He's like, it's like, and they're saying, like, Carl, we need to keep this confidential. It's like, hey, I was in the Navy. I was on the nuclear sub. I get it. It's like, hey, but I found this, right? So I get to name this after, I get to name it, right?
Like,
it's like, yeah, whatever, sir.
Whatever. Like, I want to name it Dottie.
She looks touched by this at first.
I want to name it Dottie after my wife.
She's a vicious, life-sucking bitch from which there is no escape.
And then she looks like she's going to kill him.
And then, so they keep talking to the president, and it's like they say, like, oh yeah, it's about the size of Texas. It's like, how come we haven't seen this? Well, our budget, which is this and this, only allows us to see about 3% of the sky, and forgive my French here, but it's a big ass sky. It's like, oh, what kind of damage are we talking about? Total damage, like, that's what you call a world ender. Like, not even bacteria is going to survive this. Like, those that do survive are just going to be taken out by nuclear winter. And the president's like, oh my God. This is the one thing that Independence Day has that in Armageddon is not. Independence Day has a kick-ass president, Bill
Yes.
Pullman.
Yes. Absolutely.
Like, the president in this movie is Stanley Anderson. Bad, not bad. He's not Bill Pullman.
No, he's not. He's not going to be getting into a F-18 and attacking this asteroid.
So, it's like, well, how are we going to do this? Right. And then all of a sudden, you see this scrawny little nerdy guy. He is running through the halls of the Space Center and he busts through the doors like he is running the first marathon. And he's like, we've got 18 days until it hits Earth.
Is this math guy?
This is not math guy. Well, he's a math guy. He figured out how long.
That's right. Yeah, math guy's later.
Oh, no, maybe this math guy.
Bodie Elfman?
Could be him.
Because, yeah, Bodie Elfman plays a character that's just... He's just named math guy.
Kind of looks like him. Let me look at this. Bodie Elfman, Independence Day.
Well, Bodie Elfman, Armageddon.
Oh, thank you.
You're not going to find him in Independence Day.
I don't know. It could be him. I think it might be him. Kind of looks like him. Let's say it's him. Yeah. Math guy. Because he had to calculate how long it's going to be.
Yeah.
Like, Jason Isaacs is, like, intelligent, but, like, he's not really a math guy.
No.
He knows math.
Yeah. Most people know math. It's just, how well do they know math?
I mean, the guy went to MIT, so, like, he knows more math than most people.
Yeah.
But he may not know math like math guy.
No. I mean, there's a reason his name is Math Guy.
Math guy may not come up with a plan that you need to blow up the asteroid.
Here's the question, though. Was he born Math Guy? Like, did his parents name him Math Guy? Like, is his first name Math and his last name's Guy? Or is Math Guy more of a nickname?
That's a terrific question. So, we cut away from Math Guy.
Is he Math Guy because he knows math really well, or he can get you math?
Good question. So we cut away from Math Guy and Truman and the rest of these people in the Space Center, and we are now on an oil rig in the middle of the ocean. So the Indian Ocean? I think it's the Indian Ocean. It was South Pacific.
It's the South China Sea.
South China Sea, that's what it is.
South China Sea. And it's, well, we don't know that we're on an oil rig yet.
No, we just know, all we see
on this little
platform.
patch of green with a golf ball.
And then we see Bruce Willis teeing up.
Mm-hmm.
And then we see this little other ship that's off there and it's saying, stop the drilling, stop the drilling, stop the drilling. And then Bruce Willis tees up. He yells, more!
And he hits a golf ball right at that boat.
And one guy barely misses, like, they almost hit me. And Bruce Willis kind of laughs at him. And then we can see like on an oil type rig, right? And then we have Bruce Willis there. He is standing next to Will Patton, right? And he's like, hey, chick, what do you think they're angry about? It's like, I guess they don't like that, you're drilling for oil. And he was just like, he looks at this ship. He's like, you know how much diesel your thing spurns out? And so Bruce Willis here, right? His character's name is Harry Stamper.
Harry Stamper.
Right? And so Chick is kind of like Harry Stamper. This is his rig. He owns
the company,
a drilling company, right? And like Harry said, like Chick is like his right hand man on this. Like
Mm-hmm.
he is the foreman, right? He is his go-to man, his most
Yeah.
trusted guy
Yeah.
on this rig. And he
Yeah.
talks about how there was something got shut down or was inoperable. And he's like, oh well, who's responsible for that, right? And he's like, well, he'd give you a couple guesses. He probably need only one though.
And he's like, AJ.
And he's like AJ. He's like, damn it! And he chucks his club into the South China Sea. But he has other clubs there because he takes like a pitching wedge with him. Like he had his driver out. I guess he chucks the driver into the sea, and he takes this wedge or iron with him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's walking around. He knocks on AJ's door. He's like, AJ! And you see AJ wake up. AJ's Ben Affleck.
Yeah, AJ's Ben Affleck, and you
like,
see him get up. He doesn't have a shirt on because he's Ben Affleck, and
and then
he goes
into this little bedroom area,
and
he's like, oh, and then you see these
Harry.
feet as he's walking in. Just get under the covers.
Yep, tuck up under the covers.
What is Ben Affleck doing in that bed?
I don't know. Is he having a tea party?
I don't know. And then Harry's looking around and he sees some lingerie. And he picks
up a bra off the chair.
He's like, "You got something to tell me, AJ? You cross dressing on my oil rig?"
He's like, yeah, but I try to only do it after hours.
It doesn't interfere with work. You know? Sometimes I just feel like I need to get in touch with my softer side.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with that.
You know, don't worry. I'm not showing the other guys. I don't worry about anything.
I mean, I'll put the bra on, and sometimes I might stuff it with some tissues or something if I want to feel voluptuous.
Might put in Silence of the Lambs and I tuck.
But anyway, so Harry looks over at the bed and he grabs those covers and he pulls them down. And who's laying in the bed but Arwen?
And Harry's like, Aragorn's not going to be happy about this. He will kill all of us.
Yes, he will. He will.
We had a truce.
And you just broke that truce.
And he just looks like, this is Gracie, or Grace. Liv Tyler, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, Gracie. And she just looks like, hi, Harry. And so, but all this leads from one thing to another.
What have I told you about having tea parties with Good Will Hunting's friend? It's Good Will Hunting or nobody.
Yes. Matt Damon.
How you like them apples?
Hey, that guy was a douche.
Yeah, he was.
Even between that David and Ben Affleck, you're rooting for the two of them over that guy. Even for this Vinny Driver. Ooh, this is gonna be a long episode.
Yeah, it is. Seems how we're only about 10 minutes into the movie.
It's the glory of Armageddon. There's just so much fruit to pull and pick.
Yep. It's such an enjoyable movie.
So, anyway, Harry is none too happy about
No.
his daughter
No.
sleeping with Ben Affleck with AJ. And so,
Even if they had managed to reach emotional catharsis, he still wouldn't be happy about it.
yes, that's right. He's like, he tells like, you're gonna wait here. I'm gonna speak with AJ over here, but AJ runs off, and he is not wearing a shirt at all. No, he's got a little
He's
white
put his
beater
little
on.
wife beater on, yeah.
Yeah, and he's got like like some boxer shorts on, right? And now Harry goes and gets his shotgun from his
Mm-hmm.
office,
Mm-hmm.
and he just starts chasing AJ all over this oil rig,
Yeah.
right? And now we're starting to meet some of the other guys on this rig,
Mm-hmm.
right? We get introduced to Rockhound, played by Steve Buscemi, right?
Yep.
And we get introduced also to, he's running, and all of a sudden he runs into Michael Clark Duncan, Bear, right? And Bear, he is just holding the giant wrench.
Yes.
Just on his shoulder.
Giant wrench.
He's holding this Arnold Schwarzenegger style. He's like, hey, I just gotta give my guy a little head start. You go right ahead now. I mean, he could just swing that wrench and just
he could take off Bruce Willis's head
straight off.
He could hit Bruce Willis's head like Bruce Willis hit that golf ball. And he would not have missed that protester.
So he finally corners him, and he's got the shotgun drawn. And AJ, he's like, got his hands up. He's like, hey, Harry, I love her. AJ's like, not AJ. Harry's like, way wrong answer. He like kind of shoots at his feet.
Mm-hmm.
The ricochets off a couple things, and then it just kind of nicks AJ in the thigh. And then I love Gracie's like, you shot him. And then she's like, it's all fun and games if someone gets hurt. So they go to patch him up, and then now, they get Gracie to get some clothes on because they have some clients.
They have some clients that are becoming, and she.
So, but as they're
needs to speak with them.
So she's talking with with Harry and some of the other guys as they're walking towards meet up with the helicopter. And these guys like, hey, you raised me on the it's like, I know you were born with immaturity. I know mom left us, right? But you raised me around these these roughnecks, and then you get upset when I fall in love with the roughneck.
Yeah, and so Grace
right?
is basically
like, hey, do you know that when I was 13, I got my first period. Rock out here had to show me how to use a tampon. And he throws up his hand like,
no, I told her. I told her how. I didn't show her.
I love Steve Buscemi. Yeah. It's so great.
So
this
great.
Looks like you can see like just the color leaving from his face. He's one of the whitest guys alive, and now he's
like albino white now.
And then and then so they start having this like brief this conversation with the these Japanese guys, right? They're their clients are on the ship,
and so Grace is basically Harry's PR person.
Yeah, PR. She's a good translator. She knows how to speak Japanese, so she can translate between the two, right? And these guys love Harry. They're like,
mm-hmm. They're like, Bruce Willis. I love you, Die Hard.
I love Hudson Hawk.
I can't wait for Cop Out.
Moonlighting. Yes. You and Sybil Shepherd. But meanwhile, the pressure on one of these drills they have going, right? It starts building up and it starts becoming too much, right? And it basically just starts exploding. And you've got this spray of oil going in the air, and it takes all their effort to make sure like the rig itself doesn't explode. Right? And that no one dies. Right? And so they get it under control. And Harry looks at AJ. He's like, somebody could have died today. Do you want that on your conscience? Right? It's like, you're fired. Right? And so we've cut from this. We've gone back to the Space Center. And they're having this conversation. Keith David, he is certain all you have to do to this asteroid is shoot a nuke at it. And it will just it'll blow up. Or it will be knocked off course. Right? And meanwhile, Billy Bob, before he says that, other guys like give these other kind of ideas, and Billy Bob or Truman, you could tell like he doesn't like these ideas. Like, we need real ideas. We've got barely over 17 days. Like, you could tell it's been like 20 hours since Math Guy ran in. Right? He goes like, how about we put up some how about we put up these lunar landings, and they have these big like solar sails, and the lunar winds will just float the asteroid away.
Just float away like balloons. Like when the balloon clown at the park hands a giant bundle of balloons to a kid, and the kid just floats away. It's just like that, but it's for an asteroid.
Truman's just like, we need real ideas here, dudes. Like. And then we see Jason Isaacs come in, and he looks like a proper nerd. He's got a big bunch of like files and notebooks, and he's like barely able to hold them on because like he is reading anything and everything, and he's unorganized, right? And he comes in, right? And he is really just mostly laughing at what all these other guys are saying, including Keith David. Keith David plays General Kimsey, by the way.
Yes.
And then, when Jason Isaac laughs at him, is like,
who plays Ronald Quincy?
Like who are you? It's like, oh, then, there's Truman says, oh, this is Ronald Quincy, pretty much the smartest man in the world. You might want to listen to him. And he's like, yeah. So he's telling the generals, like, you can fire whatever you have at that.
Yeah, I guess Jason Isaacs doesn't play a member of the military in this movie. He just plays a really smart guy.
He's a civilian that works with the military.
Works with the military. Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, no, you could fire the strongest nukes at it, all of them together. And she's just going to keep on coming by and smiling at you. The general's like, the president's the top scientific advisor thinks like, oh, I knew the president's top, advisor. We were roommates at MIT. He's wrong. I'm right. It's like, well, what do you suggest we do? Think of a firecracker. We should drill, right, and put it in the middle. Like, you think we need a drill and put a bomb in the middle of this asteroid? It's like, yeah, think of a firecracker.
If you're holding it in your hand,
put it in an open hand. You just burn your hand if you light it and it goes off. All right, now think of it. You light it and you close and make a fist, and it goes off. Well, your wife's opening your ketchup bottles the rest of your life. And so the general's like, well, how do we do it? It's like, well, we got a drill. We bring in the best driller in the world that teaches how to drill a hole and put a nuclear weapon inside this asteroid, right? And who's the best driller in the world?
Bruce Drilling Willis.
Bruce Drilling Willis. And so now we cut to these military helicopters flying to the South China Sea, right? And they land on the rig, and then, right, they've just finished cleaning up all this mess, right? And this major or whatever comes off as general. It's like, I'm looking for Harry Stamper. It's like, I'm Harry Stamper. It's like, and the guy's like, I need to come with us. He's like, did Crazy Willie put you up to this? Like, I'm afraid I don't know Crazy Willie. I've got direct orders to bring you off this and bring you to the United States. It's like, all right, I'll go under one condition. She's got to come with me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it's like, okay. Right? And so they start taking.
And Grace is like,
her
but
Grace away.
Dad.
I want to stay back and have a tea party. It's like, I'm sorry, I threw AJ off this rig already.
Yeah, but Rockhound's still here. He did show me how to use a tampon.
No, they get Grace off, and Grace is like, what did I do? And Harry's getting into the helicopter, and he talks to Chick's like, hey, get him off this rig now. Right? And they take him to the Space Center, in Houston. They get out, and Truman's the general, they're waiting right there, and they introduce themselves, and right away, Harry does not have time for bullshit. It's like he wants them to cut to the chase. They'll be like, probably better if we just spoke alone. It's like, I don't say anything.
I don't keep secrets from my daughter, so it's either you tell her right now or I tell her later.
Okay. So they take him to this room, and like, oh, I can't believe this. Right? And then Truman's like, yeah, it's pretty much the worst parts of the Bible. Cats and dogs living together.
Mass hysteria.
It's like, and it's like, what? We need you to drill. It's basically the long and short. It's like,
do they compare this asteroid to a Twinkie?
No, they don't.
Too bad.
It's kind of like, it's going to be like a Twinkie later. The asteroid is the shortbread.
And the nuke is the cream filling.
Wow. I never connected that before. The asteroid is a giant Twinkie.
Yep.
And Bruce Willis blows up.
They have to drill the hole. They have to drill the hole in the asteroid in order to fill it with the nuke.
So, Bruce Willis is not just the best driller in the world; he is the best cream filling of Twinkies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
The oil drilling thing is just a side job. It's just a side business that he has. He really owns a Twinkie factory.
And it's all he does is just fill Twinkies with cream filling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's why he's perfect for this, because he has experience with drilling and he has experience with Twinkies.
Interesting. And dropping Hans Gruber off buildings.
Yes, he's good at dropping things, so he can drop the nuke into the hole that they drill.
Yes, even if he has to. Yes, that's the thing. Like, sometimes he just does it. He gets right up to the Twinkie, and then he just, he's able just to drill and then insert the nuke in, or the cream filling in. But sometimes he's got to do it from up high.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
right? He gets to drill the hole, and he's got to be precise on how he just drops
Yep.
either the asteroid or the cream filling into that hole.
Yep. Yep.
So Alan Rickman ended up filling a Twinkie.
Yep. Yep. Or Alan Rickman's cream filling came out of him when he hit the ground. Either way, there's cream filling involved.
So Harry is going to agree to do this as long as he doesn't have to do any spacewalks.
Yeah.
It's like, no spacewalk shit.
And they're like, oh, no, you're not going. You're just going to train our astronauts on how
You're just going to train our astronauts to drill. It's like, oh, good. Woo.
They're going to go and do the mission. You're going to stay here on Earth. You're just going to train them. Say, okay, well.
And Grace at first, like,
any of your guys have any experience drilling? And he's like, no. It's like, okay, well, it's not just something that you can train somebody on in a couple of days.
I'm going to do this. I need to know my guys. Yeah. Because they show him, like, they meets the team, and then what they've done was, prior to this, so they already had this. The NASA had previously went to the patent office and stole one of his designs for a drill bit, because they were going to use this for a separate NASA mission for something else. But
they were able to retrofit it for this one.
Yes, so they think it might work, and Jason Isaac's character is there, and he's looking at this like, it's like, you mean that your plan is to fly up in space, drill a hole with the design that you stole from me with these Boy Scouts
that you put together wrong?
That this piss, he said he put it together. He's like, no, I said, he says he calls it a piss poor.
Yeah, you did a piss poor job of putting it together.
And he said, we did a poor job putting it together. No, I said, you did a piss poor job of putting it together.
He's like, this part's supposed to be over here. This one's backwards.
He's like, do you have, what's your contingency plan?
We don't have one.
Like, what, you don't have a backup plan? Like, you tell me that the United States government doesn't have a plan? I thought you guys just had people in back rooms thinking shit up. And there's guys behind them just thinking shit up.
I love Bruce Willis's little tirade here.
And he finds, like, it dawns on him that they have no other plan. He's like, oh, man, I'm going to have to go to space.
Yeah, and this is when he's like, I'm going to need my crew. I need my men. And Truman's like, what? He's like, if I'm going to space, I need my men. You need trained drillers to do this.
So I want to get to this point for a second, right? So there's a famous part of the story about the production of this movie where Ben Affleck is like talking with Michael Bay, is like, why don't they just train the NASA people to drill the hole? And Michael Bay just tells them to shut up.
Yep.
Right? Like, there's some plot hole that, like, well, it doesn't make any sense they send the drillers up and not, like, other astronauts. But they cover this point.
Yes.
They cover the point about why it has to be his team. It is talked about.
Yep. Because if you don't trust your crew, you're not going to be able to get the drilling done.
Yep. And he's like, oh. And he says, all right. So let me have my crew. We'll do it. Right? And so we cut to a room where you have Harry and Grace talking about what crew they should get. Right? And we get a little montage of things.
Right? A montage of the
that's
government coming by.
That's played to Aerosmith's Sweet Emotion.
Yeah.
Not the Sweet Emotion, it's
yeah, I think
Walk This Way.
No. I think it's Sweet Emotion.
Yeah, it is. That's right. Okay. So when they start talking, it's like, all right, well, I gotta have a chick, right? All right. It's like, okay, well, what do you think we're gonna find? Oh, you might want to start looking at the craps tables in Vegas, right? And so we cut to a scene, and he is at the craps table in Vegas, and these two
government guys
government guys come in, and they take him away. And it's like, and she's like, "What about Max?" It's like, so weight limit on this space station? And on the weight limit on the shuttle, right?
The shuttle, and then it cuts to a tattoo parlor,
and he's a tattoo parlor, and his mom comes in.
Yeah, he's getting a
with some
tattoo.
donuts. It's like, oh, thank you. It's like, oh, look,
he's got a heart tattoo that says "mom."
It says "mom."
It's like, oh, I love the tattoo. Thank you for getting that.
But what did we do this time? And again, you got these guys, these F guys in these FBI jackets, right? And the music keeps going, right? It's like Rockhound, absolute brilliant geologist, but he's a little spacey. He's a little bit horny. That's why I call him Rockhound. Right? And then we get like, and what's Owen Wilson?
I love when they show up to get Rockhound. It's like,
oh, so he's at like this bar, and there's this woman,
and he's talking up this woman. He's talking up this woman. He's
looking at this diamond ring she has. Like, you see that? It's fake.
Yeah, it's fake. And then the government guys come in. And he's like, "She told me she was over 18."
You are over 18, right? You're like, Oscar choice. Might want to look down at Texas. Spacey, but brilliant geologist. Whatever, right? And he is, like you said, is Owen Wilson. And he's got a cowboy hat on. He's riding a horse, right? And these helicopters come in, right? And then, like a bear. And they give him a little, with Michael Clark, and they give some descriptions about him. And he's on a motorcycle out in the west.
He's got an American flag vest on, and like frills on his handlebars.
Yeah,
like the little streamers on his
chase
handlebars.
With him, where they touch some choppers down on the road, and he just blows straight by these helicopters and these cop cars, and which they eventually get him, right? And then they mention this guy, Freddie Newman, but we don't really see him. Oh, that's right. She learns about the birds and the bees from Freddie Newman's tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
So Freddie Newman is played by Clark Brawley. Of his crew, he does not really get a lot of screen time.
No, he doesn't.
He's like the one kind of anonymous face of all of this. Right? And then he's like, well, no, we're going to need someone else to... So the plan is they're going to send up 2 ships, right?
Yep.
So you have 2 drills.
Right? So they have a backup.
Yep. We need someone to do. I was like, we need someone to operate the other drill on this, and like, who's going to do that? And he's like, how about AJ? She's like, I thought you said you could. I thought you said you couldn't trust him. She's like, I thought you told me I could. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so we cut to this scene where it's some small little oil fill. AJ has his own little
little business.
Yep.
And
he's like, hey, and AJ's like, oh, whoa. Harry, you telling me that you need my help? He's like, yeah, kind of. It's like, well, right now I need to hear a few words. It's like, there
are 5 words that I need to hear. Because earlier when Harry interrupted the tea party, then he told AJ, there are only 5 words I want to hear right now.
Ended up being 6 words.
Yeah. Ended up being 6 words. But now, and
then when
AJ's throwing it back at him, he's like, there's only 5 words that I want to hear right now. AJ,
he says,
I'm sorry. I really respect you, and I hope that we can have a good relationship. It's like, just going on.
I guess it's really like 9 or 10 words or something, but. And he looks at AJ, like, no, AJ, like, no, there is not a job on this planet that I would trust you with. And AJ's like, what?
Where are we going?
And then they all show back up at the Space Center. They're
Mm-hmm.
all happy to see each other. They're hugging, all this, and the general, some of the other NASA and military guys they're none too happy about this crew of people coming in.
Yeah.
And and Truman's like, some of these guys, really aren't that bad. This guy Chick flew the Air Force, right?
Mm-hmm. Rockhound is a
like
genius.
This guy's got multiple PhDs, right? It's like, but some of these guys, one of these guys, then the general's like, we also got a collector for the Russian mob. I was like, some of these guys, not to mention the other guys that have records. So okay, yeah, and so, but they get the full rundown though from AJ, not from AJ, from Harry and from Grace.
Yeah.
And Harry's like, no, that. And Harry's like, I can't really give you too long to think about this, but NASA just asked us to save the world. And Owen Wilson's character, Oscar, he's like, this is deep blue hero shit.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna be heroes. Of course I'm in.
Yeah, and they go down the line, and everybody's, they're all in.
Like, I don't mean to. I don't share his enthusiasm. I'm in.
The general consensus is Harry, we're with you. It's like,
so Max is like,
there's no
Max
question about it. We're with
Max
you.
is sweating. He's like, I don't know. And everyone else is like, I guess I'm in. It's like, all right. And so he meets up with the general and Truman. It's like, they do it, right? And they're at the bottom level.
Yeah. And the crew is up top.
The second level, there's they're up there, they're looking down,
and they're watching they're just waiting for Harry to give their terms.
It's like, they do it, but they have some requests.
They have some outstanding,
nothing major.
Just like some outstanding parking tickets that they want to have go away.
And then Chick here wants a pass. A week's pass.
Yeah, he wants a weekend
and a
pass,
room like the presidential suites. And
the Emperor's he wants an Emperor's Club pass to Caesar's Palace.
That's the Emperor's pass. That's what it is. Bear wants to spend a night in the White Horse.
The White House. White House. the White House. In the Lincoln bedroom.
Lincoln bedroom. Freddie over here, he's got some people having some INS problems who wants taken care of.
Taken care of.
When Max, I forget what Max wanted.
Yeah.
But Max wants to know if he can bring 8 tracks back.
Yes, Max wants to know if you can bring 8-track tapes back. I mean, I'm sure that's probably not possible, but whatever. And one more thing.
Oh wait, you guys couldn't tell us who killed Kennedy, could you?
It's like, no, okay. Well, just one more thing.
So.
None of them.
They're trying to hey.
Yeah, they're trying to remind him of this last thing.
Harry. It's like Harry's like, no, just guys, I got this.
There's one more thing. They none of them want to pay taxes anymore. Like ever.
I'm sorry. These guys, what they do, when they save the world, they probably shouldn't pay taxes.
Exactly.
That is a more than reasonable request.
That's a more than reasonable request. If I was flying into space to destroy an asteroid that was plummeting toward Earth, I sure as hell wouldn't want to have to pay taxes again.
I would be like, hey, I'm not paying taxes again. You're sending someone to me every single week to wax me.
So I'm dolphin smooth.
Some of them don't have that on. I mean, some of these requests are not that unreasonable.
No.
Like, I get Chick getting the Caesar's pass.
Yeah.
the Emperor's Pass.
It's not even like a permanent thing. He just wants it for like a night.
Yes. Bear wants to sleep one night in the Lincoln
bedroom of the White House. I mean, probably the hardest one to do would be bringing 8-tracks back.
Exactly. Sorry, Bax. Anyway, so and the trooper's like, yeah, well, we can start to see what we can do about that. And now we start getting a whole other montage here of they got to put them through training because they're about to go to outer space.
And they finally explain the mission to them. Now that they're all on board, they explain the mission to them. Basically, they're supposed to go up and dock with the Russian space station. This is before the ISS. This is before the International Space Station went up. Yes. So there's just this Russian space station that they're supposed to go and dock with,
because they're gonna need to refuel. Yes, so they're gonna dock up and they're gonna refuel,
and then they're gonna fly up because by this point the asteroid is gonna be passing the moon. So they're gonna leave the space station, they're gonna go to the moon, and they're gonna go around the back of the moon and slingshot around it to gain enough speed to catch up with the asteroid.
And meanwhile, after they get slingshot around, they're going to be going around what they say, like 22,000 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I love how Rockhound's like, oh, I've seen this one. The Coyote put these big rockets on his ass and got this slingshot.
Yeah.
It's like, that didn't work too well for the Coyote.
And then Truman shoots back at him. He just snaps back with, yeah, but our rockets aren't made by Acme.
I love his response. Like, yeah. So after they get kind of the briefing of what the plan is, now they got to do a very quick astronaut training, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have to go through medical test, psychological test, and then a physical test, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so we have scenes where they get this Navy pilot there, and he is just submitting themselves to.
They're in a plane, and they're all going up in these jets, and they're freaking out.
Yep. Except for Chick. Chick loves it because
Chick loves it.
He's flown. He's done this before himself. He's a military pilot.
Yeah.
So. And then we see them doing these medical tests.
And Will Patton's really not a freaking out kind of guy.
No, he's not. He teamed up with Denzel to bring a high school state championship to the first integrated high school football team in Virginia.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not going to freak out.
No.
So, the medical tests are all in their
He helped lead the Earth Resistance along with Noah Wiley in Falling Skies.
Yes. And there was a funny scene with him with the medical test, right? This nurse comes in and is like, "Oh, Chick, I'm ready for you." Right? And it's like, "Oh, hey, no, I just came here to drill." And then she holds up a little probe like, So did I.
And he just gets this look on his face.
I love there's a scene later with that same nurse or technician and Rockhound. He's just on his back and she's singing the national anthem. She definitely sticks something that probe up his butt.
Yep.
And as she's doing it, she hits a high note. He's like, what? And then you have this psychologist or psychiatrist, and they're in this room, they're doing the Rorschach test or asking him questions. and chick is uncomfortable. It's like
Mm-hmm.
I know I have no problem doing the space. I'm really excited about this. Like nothing really freaks me out except this room. This room is what freaks me out.
Yeah.
Right. And AJ's doing the little Rorschach. He's like, oh, this is Harry
this is
telling me
Harry telling me I'm not good
This
enough
is
for his
Harry telling me
daughter.
I
This
can't
is
marry
telling me,
his daughter.
Tell him or Harry telling me this.
And then Rockhound's like, this is one with big breasts. This is one with small breasts. This one looks like you with breast. And then you have this doctor telling, what's his name? Michael Clark Duncan. What's his character's name?
Bear.
Bear. Thank you. Like, your cholesterol is super high, blood pressure, all this is. He's like, okay, and he just takes off his gown, and he's just in his leopard print underpants. He just gets up on the bed, and he just shows off his muscles and shakes his butt.
Just like, starts dancing around.
And then the one thing against Steve Buscemi, like there's this other lady that's like looking into the room when they're doing their tests with this psychiatrist, right? And she's got this like magnifying like glass that's all headband on there, and
Mm-hmm.
he's looking at us like, okay, what's with Cyclops lady? It's like he's like, like what? Yeah, I'm a genius. Like my IQ is like 160. I had 2 PhDs by the time I was 19. Why do I do this? Because I love drilling. The money is good, and I get to travel the world. So we go through that montage. We get a little montage of them doing like under the water too, to kind of like simulate what
so
would be
simulating weightlessness and
yeah. So yeah, they've just gone through their entire motions of all these things, right? And then
this all this training is going over the course of 2 weeks.
Yeah, right. Because they had 18 days and like maybe not, maybe it's even like 10 days, right? And we're getting close to the end of it, right? And then we're in this hangar, right? And Harry's walking around, right? And then he sees that there's like this, not really, almost kind of like a hollow engine where Grace and AJ are just there kissing and making out. And Harry feels like he's going to go in, but he doesn't. Right? And then he just has to talk with the rest of the team. And they're like, it's like, hey, AJ. It's like, hey, Harry, you got to understand, like, she grew up. She can, it's like, and like, hey,
you got rock out. He's like, come on, Harry, you got to face it. She grew up into a hottie.
And Oscar's like, she's young. She's trying to experiment. And then it's like, oh yeah, and then like yeah, it's like should have babe. It's like, oh yeah, should. It's like, hey, I think I know who and what my daughter. And meanwhile, you're back there thinking, is Top Gun gonna happen? Is the Matrix Reloaded gonna happen in there? What's gonna happen in there? Nothing happens in there right now.
Okay, so we don't see much tongue at all in this movie. So there's no Top Gun there.
We'll see animal crackers, but not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, and they're not in a pizza oven. They're in an engine.
Yes. So they continue the training. Now they're doing their actual like training with kind of the what they're going to be using to be drilling, and they have another little drilling. They have a training mission that Harry's telling trying to tell AJ to stop. Like the thing's going to blow, but AJ doesn't listen, right? And they have to abort the mission. It's a failure.
I can push it through. Just give me the time. Give me a chance. I can push it through. I know this machine. And
they
make him
Harry's
stop.
not happy. And someone tells him, Harry's like, hey, if you're going to replace someone, now's the time to do it. Right? But he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Now, as angry as he is at AJ, he still trusts him enough
Mm-hmm.
to
I
keep
think
him on.
is it that he trusts him enough to keep it on there, or he doesn't want to face the wrath of his daughter?
Or it might be that.
Because Grace is basically a mini Harry.
Yes, he is.
So
what I'm looking at here, by the way, is it's 12 days is that they're training. So during this time period, we've also been introduced to Colonel Willie Sharp, played by Willem Fichtner. Right?
mm-hmm.
He's piloting the Freedom, right? Because they're sending
the Freedom and Independence are the two shuttles.
So
Freedom's the lead one, Independence is the backup.
Yep. So we kind of get towards the end of this training, and then Harry goes to Truman, right? And they're having this conversation, and Truman, then all of a sudden we see Truman has braces on his legs.
Mm-hmm. We just get
it's this big reveal in the middle
of his shoes, like down at the cuff of his pants, and
right. And we realize that he always wanted to go to space. He always wanted one of those mission patches, right? But he couldn't do it because he's got bad legs.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't let him.
He tells he tells Harry this. He's like, I always wanted one of those mission patches, but I could never get one. I didn't qualify to be able to go up.
And so then Harry, they continue talking. Harry's like, I need you to do something for me. Like, these guys are about to go crazy. They need to remember why they're going up.
Mm-hmm. They need a night off.
They need a night off. He's like, Truman's like, I'll see what I can do. He's like, no, I'm telling you, you need to make this happen.
Yeah.
And so it happens, and they all have a night. Some like Rockhound and Oscar. And then they all go to
a strip club.
Right?
Yeah, but most of the crew goes to a strip club.
They get in a fight.
At least
right?
half of them.
And Rockhound, he goes to this bookie, and he takes out the world's largest loan from this loan shark.
Mm-hmm.
With like 40% interest. And he's like, the guy looks like, you're not gonna die on me, are you? Right? And we see Chick. He goes to this house in this regular neighborhood.
Yeah, in just the suburbs.
And there's this boy playing out in the front yard. Right? And then this boy's mom comes out.
April O'Neil.
Which happened. It's like April O'Neil. It's like, hey, you go in. Like, Mom needs to talk with the salesman. Right? And she's like, you can't be here. The court said he can't be here. It's like, no, I don't want to talk with him. I don't want to come inside. I just want you to give him this.
Yeah,
you don't need to tell him who it's from.
Yeah. Just give to him. And he pulls out a little toy space shuttle.
It's like, I think, I'm going to do something here that, might make you proud of me. He doesn't push it. He knows the limits, right? Chick's a smart guy.
Yeah.
He's going to leave it there. Right? And then we cut to some other little area. Now we have AJ and Grace, and they could go to a nice hotel room. No, they're out in the open.
Yep, they're out in the
eating
open
animal crackers.
With animal crackers. And AJ, and they're laying on the ground. And Grace has her shirt kind of pulled up a little bit to show her stomach.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there playing with these animal crackers on her stomach. And he's pretending like he's running a nature documentary. He's acting like he's narrating a nature documentary.
The gazelle runs up the hill.
With a really bad Australian accent.
But the lion destroys the gazelle on the hill.
Now the gazelle has two choices. He can either go up to these mountains or he can head south.
Through the valley. Meanwhile, the musical part of Aerosmith's song is going on in the background.
Yes, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing starts playing. And, just as Ben Affleck tucks an animal cracker into Liv Tyler's panties.
And he's like, will you marry me? And she accepts.
What a way to propose.
And
here, let me put this animal cracker right here.
It's a PG-13 movie. We don't see where it goes from there, but you can imagine where it goes from there.
Yeah. There's yet another tea party.
Hey, I'm pretty sure that in Toy Story 1, Sid's little sister had animal crackers at her tea party.
Oh, I'm sure they were there with Marie Antoinette and her sister.
And Mrs. Nesbit.
Mrs. Nesbit.
So, meanwhile, while they're doing this, we have cut to a scene, though, now where they're at NASA talks about how there's chunks of the asteroid coming in and it's going to hit Shanghai, right? And so we have this nice little quiet scene going on in Shanghai. It's nighttime. This boy's eating his noodles with his grandfather. And there's the ships on the water.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
Nice little serene scene.
But it's a Michael Bay movie, so we know it's not going to stay serene.
We haven't had an explosion in a long time in this movie. It's been like 40 minutes since an explosion. Yeah. And that's about 35 minutes too long to go in a Michael Bay movie without an explosion.
So how do you fix that?
You blow up Shanghai.
We get basically a repeat of the New York scene, but this time in Shanghai.
Without Mr. Cooper.
Yes, without Mr. Cooper and without Eddie Griffin.
Sure, there's plenty of little dogs that got destroyed by these asteroids. And then, you also have, Harry. I guess Harry has the conversation with Truman during this, actually, because he doesn't go out. Harry stays back. And I think that's really when he has the conversation about.
Yeah, that's when he has the conversation with Truman about the patch and all that.
All that. And then as he's talking about that, Harry gets a text message on his Nokia. This is 1998. Mm-hmm. People had some Nokias.
I mean, all they really had to do, if they were wanting to take care of this asteroid, just launch one of those Nokias at
it. That's a good point. But apparently, Dottie decided to go public. Not the asteroid, the person that the asteroid is named after.
Yeah.
Went public.
Yep. Dottie.
She knew there's an asteroid hurling towards Earth. It's like, hey, guess what? My husband named
an asteroid after me.
Killing asteroid after me. She can call it up Larry King on CNN. Right?
Take that, Carl.
So now the entire world knows, right? And they wanted to avoid that because, they were trying to avoid the mass hysteria.
Yeah. The dogs and cats living together. But nope, Dottie just spoiled everything for them. Just like what we try not to do with this podcast in the beginning parts of it before we go into our spoiler warning.
We weren't going to tell you that Ben Affleck, Animal Crackers, and Liv Tyler were going to have an intimate moment together.
Yeah. And now you will never look at Animal Crackers the same way?
No, I have never looked at Animal Crackers the same way again. This movie's like almost 30 years old, and I just can't look at Animal Crackers without thinking about Liv Tyler and Ben Affleck and asteroids.
And a bad Australian accent.
Why does he use the Australian accent? Is he trying to be like Steve Irwin?
Maybe.
Steve Irwin
was still around at this point.
Yeah, he was, but he wasn't huge yet.
No, but also, I mean, most of the nature documentary narrators were at least British. You know, got Attenborough.
Maybe that's what he's going after. He's probably trying to do that.
Yeah, but maybe if he's trying to do a British accent, but it's just coming out more Australian, then it's just not just a bad Australian accent, but it's also a bad British accent.
Right. So we cut to the day of, and they're all getting ready to get on to the shuttles. Right? No, they're starting to get suited up. And now the president needs to make a statement to the world. Right? Because it's been released. And he's like, and he just says about how, in conjunction with these other governments, we're taking the most daring mission known to mankind in the history of the world. Right? The Bible talks about blah, 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 it's not as rousing as anything Bill Pullman says in Independence Day.
No.
So we're not going to get into all the details. But
we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. That's not in this speech.
No. Because when he's talking about this, AJ decides he's going to sing to Liv Tyler before he gets on the show. He's like, I'm leaving on a jet plane.
He's like, I'm leaving on a jet plane. And then everybody else chimes in.
And Bear's the one that picks up.
Yep.
Like, leaving
on a jet plane.
Chick and Harry, they're just shaking their heads. The two adults in the room.
Mm-hmm. Everybody else is really getting into the song.
Even Steve Buscemi, he's like, leaving on a jet plane.
Yeah. But yeah, they are interrupting the launch. They are delaying the launch so that Ben Affleck
they have a hug,
sing to Liv Tyler.
We forgot the night before, Liv Tyler makes Harry promise that he is gonna come back.
Yes, Liv Tyler makes
and
Harry
try to
promise.
Bring her fiance with him.
Yeah, and he reluctantly agrees to that part.
I mean, I would reluctantly agree to it. Ben Affleck, come on.
Yeah.
I saw Geely.
As much as we're ragging on Ben Affleck here, he has had some good movies. He has had a couple of good movies.
Yes.
But
Good Will Hunting actually was a good movie. This time he had Good Will Hunting, which was a good movie.
Yeah.
He would later have other good movies, but there are
some movies that he did a really good job in. Most of them, I'm not a big fan of his. In them,
I agree. I think, even though as much as I enjoy this movie, I think he is kind of a weaker link in this movie.
His role could have been played by somebody else.
So, I mean, it's not Pearl Harbor bad.
Yeah.
But anyway, so all of a sudden, right? We're getting these clips of people listening to this on the radio too, from around the world.
Real quick about your Pearl Harbor comment. Pearl Harbor also had Josh Hartnett in a role that he did not do as well as he did in Lucky Number 11.
That is true too. So
it kind of had that double whammy of.
And Pearl Harbor's not Michael Bay's best movie.
Mm-hmm.
So there's all of it.
There's a lot of explosions in it. The Michael Bay staple. But yeah.
What was the Cuba Gooding Jr. in that movie?
What do you mean?
Was Cuba Gooding Jr. Pearl Harbor?
Yes, Cuba Gooding Jr. was the cook on the.
That's what I thought.
Ship.
Anyway, whatever happened?
He made Radio and then never made another movie.
I would quote Robert Downey Jr. right now, but I'm not gonna.
We'll wait till that movie.
Anyhow, so we have clips of people from around the world listening to this broadcast, right? And they have people at different temples and churches are praying and synagogues, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we see them all in a very the right stuff type of way, like walking out ready to get on to these shuttles.
And
right?
so something that now you mentioned the right stuff. There was a kind of funny line that came about when they first all showed up at the Space Center.
That's right. Yes.
Who was it that was talking to Truman?
This is the general. It was David. It was
Was it
David.
Was it Keith David? Yeah, he's like these boys are the wrong stuff.
Yeah, I like that. I caught that line too. And I forgot. Yep. Thank you. So as they're all walking on, April O'Neil's son is watching TV. He has the news on.
Mm-hmm.
This is coming on. It's like, Mommy,
he's waiting.
Salesman's on TV.
He's waiting for the Ninja Turtles to come on because that's the only reason why a little kid his age would be watching the news.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's just waiting for Turtles next.
Everything has been preempted to show this.
Mm-hmm.
He has no idea why.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
he just wants to see Turtles.
He sees a salesman on TV that he just saw the night before.
Yeah. He's like, Mommy, that awesome salesman's on TV. And she looks at it and she sees him all decked out in his spacesuit walking toward the shuttle. And she's like, that's not a salesman, honey. That's your daddy.
What do you mean? Well, when two people love each other very much.
I want to see the rest of that conversation. It's like this. She's just confusing this little kid. How is this salesman my daddy?
I thought you said my daddy was the mailman.
No, milkman.
So they all get strapped in to the shuttle, and Oscar's like, "You realize we have we're laying on top of several hundred gallons of jet fuel and other rockets.
One mistake and we blow up."
Right. So anyway, they get to the countdown. They both launch. And they get into space just fine. They don't blow up like a school teacher.
Nope.
That's not too soon, is it?
Not quite. So they get up, they start getting through the atmosphere, and they're getting up close to the space station. And then
through space.
And then Oscar's like, "Oh wow, we're in space, but we're just in the first part of space. We're not even into outer space yet." That's right. This is just the beginning of space.
So I'm glad he brought this. It's a funny line, and Owen Wilson delivers it really well.
Yes, he does.
And we haven't talked a whole lot about Oscar. He is one of the ones that we talk a little bit less in this movie. Right. And, I think
he doesn't have as big of a part as the other members of the team, but he does have a memorable part.
We have Chick. Obviously talked about Harry and AJ. We've talked about a lot. And we talk a lot about Bear and Rockhound. It's the five of them that we kind of really focus on a lot. But then Owen Wilson was coming with these lines this is deep blue hero shit.
Yeah.
We're just in the beginning part of space. We're not even in outer space yet. So. But Owen Wilson does it well. So.
Yep.
Right. And so yeah, so they've launched, they've gotten into space just fine, right? The typical shuttle stuff, and now they need to go
They're
and meet
approaching the
up with
space
the
station.
space station and dock with it to get fuel. And now when they're doing that, William Fichtner's like, okay, so this
Yeah,
cosmonaut
so
on here,
William Fichtner is the pilot. Yeah, we said that he's the pilot of the Freedom. And yeah.
and he just warns her, like, he's been up here alone for the last 14 months.
Yeah. This space station is
So
manned by one person.
he might be a little off.
His name is Lev Andropov.
Played by Peter Stormare. Right? And first they're just talking via radio back and forth. It's like, oh yeah, I can see you. Right? This is Russia. And I was like, this is Russia Space Station.
Are you Americans?
I always thought this part was interesting. Like,
welcome to the Americans.
Well, I'll get to this part in a little bit, in a few minutes.
Yeah.
So they dock without any incident, right? And so they get on, and he's giving them a brief little tour around here, and he's pointing at different things like, "Don't touch nothing."
Mm-hmm. They've got the space station spinning to simulate gravity.
Yeah. And he's like, all right, we gotta go down here. We gotta do a couple things, and that way we can, get you fueled up, right? And his plan is just to get them fueled up and stay on the space station.
Yep. His job is just to get them fueled up and stay on the space station.
Think about this for a second, right? Even if, let's say they end up failing in their mission, and he stays on the spaceship station and the asteroid hits Earth.
And he is the only human left alive. I never really thought about that, but you are absolutely right. He gets to stay on the space station and watch the Earth die.
I mean, he's not going back home.
No.
So he can just chill, do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he can just chill on the space station until he runs out of food and air.
Or he just decided to, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to take a spacewalk without a spacesuit.
See what happens. Or he'll put on a spacesuit and just push off from the station and see if he can make it to Mars.
Like, do you want to take a right turn here, go to Mars, or take a left turn here and go to Venus?
No, it's always taking a right at Albuquerque.
So they get down to this control room. He's giving these instructions to AJ about what he needs to do. So yeah, but this might get stuck, right? We do that happens. You got to do this, right?
Mm-hmm. You got to pull this lever to release the pressure.
And so he gets back with everybody, and he's like, "This is my uncle. He was a famous Russian hero cosmonaut." And he keeps talking, like you could tell he's a little twitchy.
Mm-hmm.
But he's been alone for 14 months.
Yeah.
And you see everybody else kind of looking like, yeah, he really is a little bit, yeah. Right?
And he's wearing like one of those floppy ear hats with the Russian hats with the
Russian, perfect
ear flaps
for the cold of a Russian winter, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then something goes wrong with AJ as he's trying to get everything set for the fuel. And while this is going on, he's trying to scream for help.
Yeah.
Right?
And they can't the alarms are
There's a
too
video
loud
down where he is, and he's trying to jump up in front of it and get their attention.
But there's no audio from that camera, but there's a camera there.
And they're not seeing it. They're all talking.
And he goes and he tries to pull that lever, and it breaks.
It breaks off. He's like, oh, shit.
So that he can open that valve. And the lever breaks.
And now all of a sudden, you got warning systems going all across the space station.
And so Peter Stormare realizes what's going on, so he heads down toward Ben Affleck. He gets down in there, he's like, "Why didn't you pull the lever?" And AJ's like, I did. It broke.
That's why you touched nothing.
And so everybody's scrambling to get back on the shuttles.
Yep.
And AJ and
so,
Lev are trying to get out of that area because stuff's starting to explode now.
Yeah, and some of them have already stayed back on the shuttles, right? So all the other ones, they're rushing and trying to get onto it. And you have two guys left trying to get on to one of the shuttles, right? It's AJ and our Russian friend, right? And they let him on. They let them on at the very end. They're about to fly off. They're on the the Independence. Freedom's got everyone they need, right? Because Max is Max is on there. Oscar is on the Oscar. So yeah, AJ and the Russians are the last ones to get on the Independence before it flies off, right? And so the Independence has and they both fly off of the space station before the space station just explodes, right? So we got the Freedom, which in terms of our main guys has Harry, Rockhound, Bear, and Chick, right? And then Independence has Freddy, Oscar. Oh, and Max is on Freedom also.
Yeah.
And they got our Russian guy, we got Freddy, and we got AJ on the other ship. Right?
But so Lev and AJ are trying to get to the shuttles, and the rest, the pilots are, they're not wanting to wait.
No, we just gotta take off.
We gotta go. And so, Harry's trying to keep him there. He's trying to get him to wait for him, but William Fichtner's not going for it. So the Freedom takes off. And Independence is still there. They're about to take off, and then AJ and Lev make it to the Independence. Yep. Barely.
And they get on just in time.
They get in there, in through the airlock, and they shut the door, and they go. And then the space station explodes behind them.
Yep. And so now, there's all the space. So now the idea is like, they got to get around the moon, the dark side of the moon, and they're going to do the whole rocket thing.
Are they going to be playing Pink Floyd while they do it?
They're going to play Pink Floyd,
because that's like the perfect opportunity to do that.
Yes.
I mean, how many times do you get to play Pink Floyd while you're actually traveling on the dark side of the moon?
Yeah. Not often.
Like, I really don't like Pink Floyd, but I would listen to them if I was going on the dark side of the moon.
Yes, you would not listen to Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon if you're literally on the dark side of the moon.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Michael Clark Duncan's ass either.
No. And, maybe even, throw on Wizard of Oz while you're listening to Dark Side of the Moon on the dark side of the moon.
Hey.
See if they really do sync up.
Maybe they only sync up on the dark side of the moon.
Maybe.
So they get around the moon. They're doing their rocket around the moon.
The same thing Apollo 13 did.
Yep. And now all of a sudden they're picking up the speed, right? And we're going to see if NASA has better rockets than Acme.
So part of the whole thing when they were explaining they're going to slingshot around the moon to come up behind the asteroid, then, a question was brought up. Well, what about all the debris around the asteroid? Like, well, we're hoping that the moon's gravity will sort of clear the way. They were wrong.
That's a legitimate question.
Yeah. They were wrong about the moon's gravity clearing the way.
No. Nope. Yeah.
So, they come around the moon and they're approaching the asteroid, and there's a lot of debris. There's a lot of little rocks around it. And so they're trying to weave in and out of those. and the Independence takes a hit.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a pretty massive hit, and it goes down.
Yep, we see the pilots get sucked out the window. And like you said, it goes down.
And it crashes on the meteor, or on the asteroid.
The asteroid, yes.
And so the Freedom sees that happen and like, oh, well, there goes our backup. You know, William Fichtner
I forgot.
is like,
Bear,
oh, yeah,
Bear
we
is
lost
also
him.
on the Independence.
Yes, he is.
Because he's the one that lets AJ.
No, Bear. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bear.
He's the one that lets AJ and Lev in.
Bear is on the Independence. I was thinking you were talking about Max. Max is on the Freedom.
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Bear's the one that lets them in.
Yeah, because they were trying to shut the door and he just kind of got in their way. He's like, no, we're waiting.
And it's Michael Clark Duncan. He's like, I carry a big ass wrench I will knock you out with.
Yeah.
But anyway, so when they crash, it kills the pilots. But after AJ he gets up, he sees that Oscar and Freddy have also been killed in the crash. Right? Bear and Lev have survived. So you get the three of them have survived. And now they're gonna need to take a fun adventure together across this asteroid.
Yeah.
To get to where their Freedom is landing. It's like Freedom, they want they end up coming upon the other bodies just kind of floating and they hit their windshield.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And these shuttles don't have windshield wipers.
I always kind of felt bad. Like, it's kind of a funky way. It's like, hey, this pilot, you just saw him get, this nice guy gets sucked out the window and then.
And now he hits our windshield. Okay. Just like that dragonfly at the beginning of Men in Black.
Yep.
So, yeah. So
they take but they got to take them. Remember, they have mobile drillers. They got to take this driller, which they call the Armadillo, right, to meet up with the Freedom.
Yeah. And the Freedom, meanwhile, is coming in for a landing. And they overshoot their landing site by 26 miles.
Yes.
So they end up landing 26 miles away in an area that is not ideal.
And Rockhound knows this right away.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, wow, we're like Captain America here. He overshot this by 26 miles. And like, you don't want to know why we chose that? And everyone's looking like, huh? Did anyone not listen to the briefings? It's like,
that was going to be the easiest place to drill.
It's like, and then the co-pilot there, she's looking, it's like, how do you know this? Yeah, I love Stephen Chevy. He looks at that NASA pilot straight in the eyes. It's like, because I'm a genius. like, all right, well, we gotta start drilling. So they start trying to drill, and they can't really do it because they get like about 50 feet, and that's about the best they can do.
I love Steve Buscemi, by the way. He is incredible in this and in whatever he's in. He's brilliant.
Yep. So they're struggling to get any further, right? The Armadillo is over there. They're miles and miles and miles away from them, right? And they're driving, and then like they hit this canyon.
Yeah. It's like the Grand Canyon on this asteroid.
They found this asteroid's Grand Canyon.
And there's no way that they can cross it. There's no bridge. There's no way they can go around it.
Right? So we neglected to talk about this. So like the co-pilot of the Freedom was, they were talking about something during the training. And
they mentioned, she mentioned that the gravity on this asteroid would be similar to the gravity on the moon.
Yep. And they weren't. Some of them weren't really paying attention. Just like, well, Bear. So why do you think this might be important? It's like, well, He's like, because I might float away. He's like, yeah. So when I kick you in the balls, right? You need to know how to
Mm-hmm.
deal with that so that you
That
don't
you
just
don't
float
just
away
float
and
away into
die
space.
afterwards. Right? And then Steve Buscemi's like, Rock Allen's like, oh, when did we start
Yeah,
that
when do we
training?
start that training? Yeah.
Right. And so they get out of the module. Like they're in their, their spacesuits. They can get out on the asteroid and walk. And they're getting upset because, again, they've come to the Grand Canyon on this asteroid. And AJ throws something, and he just sees
He
it
picks up a
floating.
rock and he throws it, and it just keeps going. It just keeps soaring over this canyon. Then he gets an idea. These armadillos have a little rocket booster on them.
Yep.
And so he gets this idea that, we can Evel Knievel this bitch.
Yep. And so they try to make the jump, and it goes well at first, but then it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So Love gets the idea, like, okay, well, he realizes he needs to go on the outside of the armadillo, right? And he's got to clear something out. I forget what it is exactly. Like he understands what the problem is.
Yeah.
He's going to fix it.
I love this. Like they're in mid-flight, mid-jump, and Lev climbs out onto the top of this armadillo.
He's taking a spacewalk on top of this armadillo on an asteroid in the middle of this jagged canyon.
Mm-hmm. And so he gets up there to, clear whatever he needs to do, and he's just holding on, and then this armadillo starts spinning.
Yep.
It starts twisting. And he's just holding on.
Bear's along for the ride there,
Yep.
and AJ's in the driver's seat.
And
Levin's just on the outside of
Lev's
it,
just hanging
barely
on.
holding on as it's spinning.
And yeah, it makes it to the other side, and it just happens to land on its wheels.
Yes.
And Lev's still holding on.
Yep.
And they screech to a halt. And Lev gets back inside. And they're all cheering.
And all she's like, finally I get to be Russian hero.
So then they start heading toward the Freedom.
Freedom. And Freedom's still, they're struggling.
Freedom's there.
Right?
They've got their drill set up, and they've drilled 50 feet or so, and I think they make it down to like 80 feet ultimately.
Right? About 80 feet. And so then he goes, and he goes back on the ship, and like he's, and then
they hit an iron plate, right?
He wants to know, like, what's the update? Oh, we've only done like 50 feet, right? It's like, 50 feet. It's like, yeah, no, like, we weren't expecting to be here. It's like, oh, Houston's going to hear about this, right? So they're trying to get in contact with Houston, but they're having trouble with their communication.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Because, the communication array was damaged.
And so, and then, Truman's like, oh, well, we might be able, he's talking to the general about this. We might be able to use these other satellites to try to get in contact with them. She was like, oh, well, the president needs to know about this. Right? And then all of a sudden we hear, it's like, so in the beginning they said, like, there is a certain point when they have to blow up.
They have,
asteroid.
there's a certain point, the point of no return, that they have to detonate this nuke and blow up the asteroid before it hits this point, because if it goes past that point, so the whole idea is they drill down to the center of the asteroid, plant the nuke, and then it blows it in half, and the two halves will then split enough to go on either side of the Earth. And if they pass this one point, then they won't be able to get far enough away, and one or both of them will still slam into the Earth.
So, but then now that they realize they might lose communications, the Earth might have no idea what's going on up in the asteroid. they have another contingency plan that has not been communicated to Truman,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay. And that is that the president has authorized the general just to override it and remote detonate this bomb.
Well, first, before that whole thing happens, then they start wheeling out the bomb to get it ready to for when they get to the depths.
Yes.
And Steve Buscemi, Rockhound, he climbs on top of it and he starts riding it like Slim Pickens.
Yeah, he's like, and he was just like, do.
He's like, hey, look, I'm Slim Pickens from that movie.
The pilot looks at him and is like, get off the nuclear warhead. It's like, you never seen Dr. Strangelove? Like the guy that...
The guy, Slim Pickens, riding
and then he
the
walks
A-bomb
away
down.
and he just starts saying, no nukes, no nukes, no nukes.
And so this is enough for them to determine that he has space hysteria.
So,
Which he's really just trying to have some fun.
well, they haven't strapped him down yet because there's a scene later. He's not strapped down yet.
Yeah.
So,
But
anyway, then not long after this, they start seeing this countdown coming down, and Chick sees it.
No,
He's
so they see William Fichtner goes to it and he sets it.
Yes, that's right.
And so they see the countdown.
And Chick's like, why is that timer counting down that nuclear warhead? And then Fichtner, he realizes right away, he's like, we gotta push this out now and leave. And Harry's like, I got guys out there. Well, why is this counting down? Right? And so then, like, he's in on the contingency plan. No one else is.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you guys failed.
Contingency plan.
We are leaving now. It's like, but they're down there, like, they start arguing, like, they have no idea what's going on up here. We know what's going on up here. And then Victor pulls a gun.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other chick's like, why do you have a gun in space?
I love that. I love that response. Why the hell do you have a gun in space?
So meanwhile, back down on mission control. This is, you got
Truman is starting to argue with everybody because he was not made aware of this.
Set. And so here's a little thing that we haven't really talked a whole lot about. How PG-13 movies can get one F-bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Armageddon uses its F-bomb really well.
Yes, back at this time it was 1. Then later on it became 3.
It utilizes it well.
Yes, it does.
Because you got Truman, Billy Bob Thornton. He is arguing with Keith David, his general character. And he's just like, oh, I get this is orders from the president. And Truman just looks like, this is one order you should defy, and you fucking know it.
Mm-hmm.
And so then Truman, he gets off the little side, and there's this other little guy, this computer guy. He's like, hey, no, you think you can type into that, hack into it, and get it to stop? Right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah, I think you can do that, right? And so back up on the asteroid, they finally kind of convince them to, like, all right, they all get on the same side. Like, I promised my daughters and get home. I've never missed a mark. You gotta trust me here. Like, we can do this. Right? And then the time stops on it.
Yeah, finally he
right? Because this guy down there, this computer hacker.
Well, first he convinces Fichtner to try to help disarm the bomb. So Fichtner's sitting there, he's trying to disarm it, but he can't get it. And then the timer just stops.
And this only buys a few minutes because the general, like, he figured out pretty quickly whose module that this came from, and they ask him to leave, and they reset it, and it starts counting down again.
Yep.
Right? And I guess this is the point where I think Max and Rockhound, they were actually off the spaceship or off the shuttle, and they start walking
Yeah.
back, right?
And then, so
And they
no,
walk in as
wait.
they are just trying to
So
dismantle this bomb.
yeah, because
And so
Is
there
this-
is a so you had the pilot, you had the co-pilot, and there's another mission like technician that's on this ship, and he's like helping with
yeah,
with
Rockhound's just like,
Fichtner.
what did we miss when they walk in? But yeah, so they get it. They get
Down these last wires, and Rockhound's like, "Oh, do a good job, do a good job, do a good job," right? And there's one again. There's two wires. There's a blue wire and there's a red wire, right? And Sharp, Colonel Sharp, right? He's looking at the other guy. He's like, "Do the red." He's like, "Wait, no, hit the blue."
Yeah, the last second he gets the blue, and it stops the timer.
And stops, and Rockhound's like, "Oh, good job." And Max is just like, "I hate this place." Because we haven't heard much from Max lately.
No, we haven't. But yeah, so then they go back outside, and there's a Gatling gun.
Yep.
Rockhound's
like, "Ooh, what's this?"
And he grabs the controls for it, and he starts moving around, and he starts shooting up the asteroid. He's like, I'm going to take you out myself. He's like, it's okay, guys, I got this.
Harry looks over at Sharp. He's like, "Got any more bullets in that gun?"
Yeah, so this is when they determine that he has space hysteria.
Yeah, and then they decide to tie him up.
So they duct tape him to a chair.
So
even though he's just like, come on, guys, I was just having a little fun. I just wanted to have a little fun before I die.
So they're continuing with the drilling, right? And then they begin to encounter that same I guess no, he's not tied up yet because he's in the scene too. So Max is the one that's drilling. He's using
Max is up on the drill. He's
and
drilling.
It's the same problem they had down there earlier that they got mad with AJ about, right? And that's what happens because like Harry has to stop Rockhound from again using the Gatling gun, right? And then everything starts to go wrong with the drill, right? And then finally, like, it's uncontrollable. We see Max and the driller get lifted up as like the ground is being disturbed and just shoots him up into the air, right?
And it kills Max.
And it kills Max. And Rockhound just looks at him like, "Goodbye, Max."
Yep. Max just goes floating off.
So they're all upset and they're like, "All right, you gotta call Houston. You gotta tell them bad news." Right? And that's now at this point they have tied Rockhound in the chair because he's continued to be crazy.
Yep.
Right? They drag him. Well, first they have to drag him on. He's like he was gonna stay back there and just sit on a rock and watch everything unfold. But they have to drag him on to the Freedom, and they tie him on. Right? And so they're still trying to drill while they're doing. They're still going to try to drill. No, they think it's. I guess they haven't told. They're still trying to drill what they can do, right?
Yep.
No, they haven't started drilling. No, they can't. No, so they can't drill yet.
Yeah, they
right?
can't drill.
So they're about to get in, and then
because their drill is destroyed.
So Harry then hears a noise, right? And it's the other module, right?
Yeah, it's the other armadillo.
Yep. And
they're excited. Up on a cliff.
And he sees AJ's like, damn, glad to see you. Right? And so now they can start drilling again. Right? But the drilling gets harder and harder. Like it's like the asteroid has a mind of its own. Like it knows it's trying. They're trying to destroy it. Right? They're getting rocks thrown at them. All these types of things to make it difficult. And the other guy that we saw earlier helped cut the wire. Like he got killed in an explosion while they're trying to do all these things. Like a rock slide or something that happened. Right? And he gets crushed and killed. And they keep going. Right? And AJ's going to help trying to make this depth. Right?
And he's drilling, and he gets that same kind of thing that Max was hitting, and
Harry's like, this is what happened to Max. He got abort.
It's the same kind of situation down on Earth when they were training. You got to abort, and AJ is like, no, I can push through. I can do it. I can do this. Trust me.
I can do this.
If there's ever any time for you to trust me, it's right now.
And, Harry's looking at him like, I don't know about this. You're Ben Affleck. He made Geely.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but it also made The Town.
But you also made Jersey Girl.
It's like, yeah, I don't know.
But I also made The Accountant. Or will make The Accountant.
Okay, I'll trust you. Right? And he makes the depth. They make the 800 feet.
Yep.
And they celebrate. Yeah. Woo, woo, woo. Right?
And they get back into the shuttle, and they're getting the bomb ready. And they discover that whatever they had done to the bomb to disarm it and all that, the remote detonator doesn't work anymore.
Nope.
So they have to manually detonate it, which means somebody has to stay behind.
And I forget what point it was. I think it was a point earlier when I said, like, tell Houston's, like, tell the world there's bad news, right? And we get clips of some people going into storm shelters and others looping and others still just praying, right? Oh, and we missed before this also. Paris gets destroyed. God, there hasn't been a good explosion in a while. Paris gets destroyed in this movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Michael Bay loves destroying major cities.
Right? We have cute little French boys rolling hula hoops down in little berets while they go get croissants.
And baguettes are just strewn about.
That's right. Lovely French scene until Notre Dame and the Eiffel Tower get destroyed by this asteroid. Or this parts of the asteroid. John Wick is not in Paris at this point. He's already left. You don't need to worry about it. John Wick is okay.
He's not in Paris right now.
Even though he might have been able to stop the asteroid with one hand.
Yep. And the sommelier is down in Rome. He's not in Paris. He's in Rome.
That's right.
And so we don't have to worry about him.
Has not been affected by all these meteorites and asteroids. So, yeah. So, they're on there, and they realize, someone's got to stay behind. And Rockhound's like, hey, I want to do it.
Yeah, I'll do this.
You can trust me. It's like, no, we're going to draw straws, right? And obviously, it can't be one Fichtner. They need a pilot.
Yeah, they need a pilot.
He's the lucky one.
Even though I'm pretty sure Chick could probably pilot the shuttle.
Chick probably could have. They actually could have had the other good lady, like maybe. Okay, so Chick could pilot. So like even they could have told like, hey, you're drawing straws too because like we got Chick here. All right, Sharp probably should be the one to fly in, but we got Chick. We can do this. Jennifer Watts. Like, hey, Jennifer, sorry, like you got to draw straws with the rest of us. Right? And deciding we're they debate about it like we're drawing straws. Right, which ended up just really being little wires.
Yep. So William Fichtner, gathers a bunch of little wires up, and he holds them out, and everybody draws one, and short straw stays.
And Lev is like, he looks, is like, is this good? Like, I don't know what this drawing straws thing is.
And meanwhile, Harry is trying to argue with them that we don't need to draw straws. I'm going to stay. I'm going to do this.
I'm gonna do this. And Chick's like, the hell you are. No, we're drawing the straws. You're not just gonna die because you want to be the hero. Like, no, we're gonna draw straws to see who's gonna do this. Right?
They all draw their straws, and it turns out AJ draws the short straw.
And everyone's happy because no one has a problem to see Ben Affleck.
Everybody is cheering. They're like, humanity is saved. You know, let's send Ben Affleck off to his death into a fiery explosion on this asteroid.
Because no one cares about animal crackers on Liv Tyler's bosom.
Well, I guess they were briefly on her bosom. It was mostly on her stomach.
Right, and AJ's like, he was like, oh, guess we all gotta die. I get to be the one doing it to save the world. It's like, that's the spirit.
That's the spirit. Do it. Yep.
Do it. Do it. Then, you know, Harry's like, I'll go down with him. I'll show him how to do it.
Yeah. So you know, Sharp, he shows him how to use the detonator. He's like, just plug this in there, flip this up, pull the trigger,
and then press
this button. Flip, pull, push. And so he's like, okay, I got that. So he's going down there, and Harry's like, okay, well, I'm going to take him down there. And so they get in the elevator, and they're going down. And they get to the bottom. They get there, the elevator door opens up.
And AJ starts like, hey, Harry, just like, make sure Gracie's okay. It's something like that.
Yeah, he's like, tell Grace I love her, and and I wish I could have made it back to her. And then Harry pulls out AJ's air hose from his suit.
Mm-hmm.
So his suit's like losing air really quick. And then he reaches over and he rips off the mission patch. His own shoulder.
Patch.
Yeah. So Harry reaches over to his shoulder and rips the mission patch off.
Make sure you get this to Truman.
Yeah. Hands it to AJ. Make sure you give this to Truman. And then he shuts the door to the elevator.
It's like, you're gonna marry my daughter. I always thought of you as a son.
Mm-hmm. So he steps out of the elevator, shuts the door.
AJ is screaming.
He's like, no, Harry,
Harry's going to be upset. They hate me. They want to see me die in the movie. Not you, Bruce Willis.
You're so much better than me, Bruce Willis. You need to survive.
Bruce Willis is better than Ben Affleck. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It needs to be said. But yeah, so AJ's freaking out.
I forgot to mention this too. Right before they drew straws and they realized that they would have to detonate it. Like this gets Rockhound like upset. He was like, well, I had a perfectly good spot to watch the end of the world out there on that rock. Mm-hmm. Right. Anyway, so AJ's going up.
And he gets up, and everybody's surprised to see AJ there instead of Harry. And they're like, what the hell are you doing back up here, boy? You get back down there and you trade places with him.
No, they continue on. They all buckle up and they get ready to fly off. And then we see as he's down there, like, again, the asteroid's volatile, right? And like it kind of has this little earthquake or something that knocks Harry down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he has to struggle to get back to be able to plug the detonator into the bomb, right? And they're like, come on, Harry.
So at this point, when did they put the bomb in the hole?
We don't see it. I also want to know is
How
would they have
does he
time?
plug the detonator into the bomb? Do they have like a cable coming up from it that he plugs into, or what? Because
That'd be a long cable considering it's 800 feet.
feet.
Not to mention, like,
Is there something connected to the bomb that he plugs it into that's on the surface?
yes,
Because all they said was plug this into the bomb.
yeah.
Harry
just said it's remote detonator.
I doubt Harry is climbing down 800 feet.
No, I doubt the hole they probably dug was just wide enough for the bomb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
I mean, that drill bit wasn't that big.
it was not that big.
But
So anyway, I mean, the other thing they could have done was like they had a second bomb
yeah,
on the other armadillo, but both armadillos had a bomb, right?
except the bomb was on the shuttle. It wasn't on the Armadillo.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
And the shuttle got
still only
destroyed.
had the one bomb. All right. Anyway,
And they had the second drill bit because of the other Armadillo.
that's what it was. That's what it was. Thank you. Okay. So now we have a countdown. We got Bruce trying to detonate this bomb, and they're getting closer and closer to that fail-safe mark. Where they go past it, it doesn't matter what happens, right? Oh, I forgot. He has a little moment with Grace.
Yes.
Really touching
gets
moment. Like
contact
she's out on the screens,
Earth
and they have a final conversation, and everyone on the ship can hear it too, and the Freedom can hear it too, right? And so like he's like, tell AJ this and that. It's like, tell Chick that I could not have done this without him. Chick's getting a little misty eyes, best friend's about to die.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So tell Truman this. And it's like, just go out, go marry AJ and have a life. And he cuts the transmission, and she's just so sad as the screen goes to the snow, and she realizes she's never going to talk to her father again.
Yep.
But he finally is able to get back.
And meanwhile, they're watching on the screen, and this asteroid keeps getting closer and closer to this line. This point of no return.
Yep. We're down to like under 5 minutes or under 3 minutes now, right? And they realize like he hasn't not blown up this asteroid yet. It's like, come on. Right? And he's finally able to make it back to where the detonator is to plug it in.
Mm-hmm. He plugs it in,
And he
flips up that little hood, pulls the trigger, pushes down the button, and just behind the shuttle, you see this flash, and the asteroid explodes, splits in half.
And they're like, AJ, right? And they're still trying to book it so they don't get hit by this shockwave.
Meanwhile, they're trying to throw AJ out the back so that he can go and get engulfed in the explosion.
What happened to AJ? I don't know.
He fell. He was trying to get a closer look, and he fell out the window.
And like we see people outside of Taj Mahal, they see the explosion in the sky. They just start cheering, right? And everyone else gets happy, and we see these boys in these little soapbox derby cars are made up to look like space shuttles.
Yep.
They're going around, and
because that's totally what happens.
That's totally what happens. And they get to Earth. They get back to Earth, right?
Our next movie's going to have a similar scene, too.
Yeah, it does.
It's not little soapbox derby cars that look like space shuttles.
No. And they're all about to get off the space shuttle, and finally the Rock House like, hey, that incident with the Gatling gun up on the rock? That's just going to be between all of us right here, right?
Between us. See,
and like, oh yeah, we're gonna be heroes here, right?
Rockhound really he wanted to stay because he didn't want to pay that loan shark back.
Yes. He He's like, hey, listen. When he tells chicks, like, he's like, yeah, man, how do you think I feel here? Like, I thought I was gonna die. I owe $500,000. If you just sit up in the ship, like, oh wait, you know what? Yeah, you stay back. You
So,
blow up this rock.
Do you think Rockhound could get the government to pay that?
He probably could. Yes.
Probably. He just saved the world.
He could probably actually make an argument with the loans. Like, hey, I just saved your life.
The world. Which I'm not entirely sure what all he did while he was up there to save the world.
But who's going to know? Except the other people.
Because really, there were only about 3 of them that actually did anything up there.
Right. Like,
maybe 4.
Bear was able to get them on the Independence.
Yeah.
If Bear had not opened up the door, they would not have gotten on. And he would have been too incapacitated to do anything at that point. Which was pretty much after that point, because of the landing, like, he couldn't really do anything. He was too injured.
AJ drove the Armadillo and made it to the Freedom.
Lev is the one who knew how to fuel up their stuff in the first place.
Lev is the one also that was able to help the Armadillo to get across the canyon.
And it helped to float across the canyon so they could be there, right? So,
Harry's the one that detonated the bomb.
Yeah, Chick is the one that helped supervise everything happen.
Yeah, Chick is the one that helped convince Sharp to deactivate the bomb.
Yeah,
to disarm the bomb.
Sharp actually decided to, like, hey, you know what? Okay, I'm not going to have them blow up the bomb right now.
Meanwhile, Rockhound just shot a Gatling gun at the asteroid and rode a nuke.
Rode a nuclear weapon. So, yeah. And so they land.
And Oscar and Noonan just died.
Yeah, they just died. So no, Max really was trying to do something.
Max was too. He was drilling, and then he got launched into space in the Armadillo.
So they get off the shuttle, and they're all walking down the tarmac, and they're triumphant. The most triumphant.
Most triumphant.
I love how they have people there waiting for them. Rockhound has one of those strippers there waiting for him. I love how he looks like, I want to have your babies. Right? Oh, and then April O'Neil is there with her son.
Yep, April O'Neil is there with her son. And finally,
Tyler is there.
Introduces her son to the salesman, his daddy.
So everyone's happy and everyone's clapping. These guys saved the world. They saved the earth. Right? And then AJ sees Truman. It's like, hey.
Harry wanted you to have this.
Harry wanted you to have this. Patch. He did, didn't he? He smiles. He's touched.
And Truman looks at the patch. And that's what I always wanted.
Yep. And then we have Sharp goes up to Grace. He's like, ma'am, can I shake your hand? Because I need to shake the hand of the bravest man I've ever known.
Yeah. And I would like to shake the hand of the daughter of the bravest man I've ever known.
Oh, that's right, yes.
He'd have to go back up. He might be able to find his hand floating around somewhere, but probably not, because he was at ground zero of a nuclear blast. So there's probably no more of him left.
I feel bad that there's no more Bruce Willis left. I mean, it's a heroic, triumphant death.
Yeah.
He exploded an asteroid that was going to destroy the entire world.
Yeah.
And thanking him, that would be a quick death.
Yeah.
And they got to think about his daughter while he does it. But yeah, there's no peace left.
Although, what if in that last split second, as he was pressing that button, what if his mind wandered from his daughter to, did I remember to turn off the stove?
poop. Yeah. So he shakes, Grace's hand. And, yeah, because Bruce Willis was brave as shit in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we see
even if he
jets.
did sacrifice his life for Ben Affleck.
That's actually quite brave itself right there. Choosing Ben Affleck over yourself. Damn.
Yeah.
And so we now cut to the credits starting to roll.
And we get...
But there's a wedding.
There's a wedding. And it is AJ and Grace. They're there.
And then there's pictures of their friends that have died.
Yep.
You got Oscar, you got Max, you got Freddie, and you got Harry.
And then a familiar song starts playing. We hear Steven Tyler's voice.
And the music continues to play. And then instead of just having credits while the music plays, we get photos of this wedding as the music plays.
Yep.
And I was like, I think it's such an odd choice. Like, we're just going to have photos of this wedding that you don't actually care that much about.
Yeah.
Playing over these credits to Steven Tyler.
Yeah. So don't want to miss a thing.
All right. Okay. Really kind of fun movie, and it ends with that. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a pass. Because the rest of it's so much fun.
The rest of it's so much fun.
Great movie.
It really is such a fun movie to watch.
I should say great movie. It is a fun movie.
It is it's not a great movie by any stretch, but it is so much fun.
It's a summer movie where you turn off that
watch. It's just
the summer movie where you turn off your brain and you go with the ride.
You let Steve Buscemi do all of the thinking.
Because he's a genius.
Yep. It is so much fun to watch.
Yep.
So if you made it through all this and you haven't seen it, watch it because it's
please
fun.
Watch it.
It's such a fun movie, so entertaining, and yeah.
It's really what I think of as just a stupid summer blockbuster that, like, you realize, nothing in this movie makes sense. I'm just gonna accept it and have fun.
Yeah.
You don't get many of these types of summer movies anymore, but this is, that's all I have to say.
Yeah, me too. So, if you enjoy what you're hearing, go ahead and check us out on our social media. We are on Facebook and Instagram and Threads. That is Rob and Tony's Cinematic Adventure. The and is spelled out. A-N-D. It's not an ampersand like the name of the podcast. We're also on X or Twitter. That is R&T Cinematic. And you can also check us out on Letterboxd. See some of our reviews we've done on movies. Some we've done on the podcast, some we haven't done, some we will do, some we won't do. That is Cine Adventure or Cine Adventure, C-I-N-E Adventure. And, if you want to let us know what you thought of this movie, then you can send us an email at robintonyscinematicadventure@gmail.com. Once again, the and is spelled out. A-N-D is not an ampersand like the name of the podcast. But let us know what you thought of Armageddon. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was worthy of the Criterion release that it got?
That's a fun discussion.
Anyway, we want to hear what you think. But go to our social media, give us a like and a follow, go to your favorite podcast app, or if you're listening to us, subscribe, give us a good rating, a good review. That's how we move up in the rankings and the search and the recommendations, all that stuff. Because we want to find as many people as we can that share our love of movies.
Yes, we do.
And want to hear us talk about these movies. And who knows, maybe join us in some of these discussions in the future. But as we stated before, this is not the only movie we're doing this year for 4th of July.
It's not.
We're doing one more next week. We're going to make a nice little 4th of July sandwich with these 2 movies.
This one will be nice, appropriately patriotic.
Yes. We just finished talking about Armageddon, and next week we are going to talk about another MCU movie, another Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. We just did Thor a couple weeks ago. And now we are going to talk about Captain America, the First Avenger. Very patriotic. In fact, it's about as patriotic as you can get with a Marvel movie.
It's called Captain America.
So, yeah, we're going to talk about that one with Chris Evans and Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones is showing up again.
It's been a little while since we've talked about Tommy Lee Jones.
One of our other favorite actors, Hugo Weaving.
I guess it hasn't been long since we talked about Tommy Lee Jones, because we just talked about Men in Black just last week. So, yeah, we had 2 Tommy Lee Jones movies in a 2-week span.
It's just how it happens. It'll be a good one to talk about.
Yeah. So join us next time for Captain America, the First Avenger.